Oh, hey everybody, hey everybody. Oh, I have an announcement to make, alright? I'm changing my name, guys. I'm changing my name. My name, from now on, you can call me, Slobodan MD Milosevic, okay? I like that, and so, yeah, guys, that's my name. I changed it up here in the spirit realm, guys. Slobodan MD Milosevic, or I like that. I hope you like it too. Thank you, MD. I'm sure they will. It's a nice name. Sounds familiar, but, no, it's my name. I'm taking it, and, I'm taking it, and nobody else can have it, alright? Maisie, that's my new name, Maisie. Alright. Thank you, MD. That's a nice announcement to get things rolling here. Yeah, but how about, hey, how about we play this, though? This will really get things moving here, alright? Do you remember this one, right, guys? Don't you remember this one? That's right. That's right. That's right, baby. That's right. That's right, baby. MD, this perfect song for you, and amazing. That's right, baby. All right, that's right. That's right. That's right, baby. All right. All right. You know where we at. You in the garden now, baby. Oh, yeah. Dig that shit. Here we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're getting funky now, aren't we? You getting funky now? Everybody getting funky. And now you funky, too. That's right. All right, baby. Hey, who we got here? Of course, Dame Celestine is first, Queen of the Stars. Love the Dame. Love, love, love. Jethro Troll. A close second behind. Jethro Troll and Dame Athos, Queen of the Mountain Garden. Always the Queen of the Mountain Garden. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, White Rabbit. Around the fence we go. Out into the pasture. Out into the pasture. Into the potholes. All right, baby. All right, baby. You feeling good, aren't ya? Yeah, you feeling good. All right. All right, that's right. You started tingling. That's right, baby. The tingling. You know what happened when we start tingling. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. You remember the tingling. How can you forget the tingling? That's right. Welcome, 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 Lorraine. Eyes of amber gold. Not brown, remember? You thought I forgot about your eyes. They are amber gold eyes, not brown. Not brown. No. No, no. Welcome, Creamy Row. Welcome, Creamy Row. Yeah, you dig that shit. That's right. Welcome. Welcome, Seattle Rain. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good. Welcome, CB from Philly. Welcome, CB. Always good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's right, babies. Yeah, we got a little Down syndrome disco action going here. Vincent Price in the Tingler. Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one. House on Haunted Hill Part 2, The Tingler. All right. That's right. What are we doing? You know what we're doing. You know what we're doing. We got to finish off that document of the Prime without tearing our hair out. Small doses. We are the greatest. We are the greatest of all time. Saw another live earlier in the subject, a subject that you and I covered a year ago, guys. A year ago, we covered it. A year ago, and all of a sudden now, someone's doing a live about it. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, and what is that? Well, remember when we talked about Mortensen and the party and how much notice she had and, you know, her whole entire, remember all that? We talked about that a year ago, my friends. A year ago. That was probably one of the that was some of the earliest stuff we did was about Dylan and this party and how much information she had and when she had it and all of that. Remember all that? Yeah. We are the greatest. Am I going to jail? Well, depends. If we're talking about reality and a real investigation, yeah, you probably should have been. You should have gone to jail, of course. I mean, there's no way around it for me. Anyway. Yes. Yes, indeed. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Look at the folds. All right. No. We're not doing a quick break yet. All right. Where are we at? Where do we stop? Oh, my God. 104. 104 out of 145. Oh, my God. Well, because this document, this motion in limine, witness identification by bushy eyebrow, right? That's what we're doing. That's where we're at. Yeah. So much gold in this baby. Oh, boy. A lot of gold in this one. Oh, well, as we've seen. Hey, how do you like this little fucking gem? Listen to this gem. Right? So I was calling for no reason. Listen to this gem. I think when I was like trying to wake up, remember, she tried to wake up Xana, by the way, guys. Remember that? Like from her room. Remember? Not directly in her room. She was trying to wake her up in her room, in Dylan's room. Which maybe, I mean, come on. Have her get up so she could, like, understand what was going on, because I didn't understand. And then, again, I don't know for sure. Like, I don't know what my mind was thinking like. Remember, this is audience participation. Uh-huh. Why did I call out Xana as well? Dylan asks. Like, uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Why did I do that? Dylan asks. Why did I call out Xana as well? Like, why did I do that? Dylan asks. Well, I don't know, Dylan Mortensen. That's right. I am psychic. God damn it. I am psychic. I'm the greatest psychic in the whole entire universe. You know that. I predicted 4 deaths last year. I predicted probably a couple others. I told you to prime the prime. Oh my God. Oh, how about this one? I don't know why you called out Xana's voice, but you did see her dead body at least 3 times, so that's interesting. Anyway, okay, and then this is Aaron, our hard-hitting homicide, whoever, I don't know who, but yeah. Okay, and then when you heard that guy's voice, where did the sound come from? Where did it sound like that was coming from, Dylan Mortensen? It sounded like it came from the bathroom. It sounded like it was in the bathroom. Uh-huh. Yeah. Now, oh my God. So it sounded like both the crying and that voice were both coming from, yeah, the bathroom. Okay, and tell me, I know you kind of explained it a little bit before, Dylan Mortensen, of what you remember the person looking like. You said the mask looks like it was ribbed. I don't remember that. Do you guys remember that? So apparently Dylan said at some point the mask looked like it was ribbed. I don't remember that. Yeah, the mask was ribbed, I guess. Now it's ribbed, by the way, guys. Was there, like, did it cover... Again, Aaron's like another Dylan here. Was there, did it cover, when you're talking about it like a ski mask, is that, like, covering the whole head, or... Now, she's slightly more coherent than Dylan is, but not by a whole much, guys. She's not by much. But she is slightly more coherent than Dylan Mortensen is. I'm just saying. Mortensen, right? Yeah, I couldn't see any of his hair. Aaron. Sorry. MD. You're playing Aaron, right? Yeah. Okay. But I remember just like seeing like it was like, remember guys, we're also drinking. We're taking a shot, remember? This is Runes edition. Almost rectangular. So, but I remember just like seeing like it was like almost rectangular. Like, I guess the rib mask, right, guys? Like, not the circle ones. It was rectangular. A rectangular fucking face covering, right, guys? It was rectangular. Like a long box. Because I remember seeing like, just like, I don't know how to explain. Dylan. Oh my. Oh my God, guys. It is just, you want to reach through the computer screen and rip her fucking hair out. And rip my hair out at the same fucking time. Reading it. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yikes. Yikes. Dave McGowan. Dave McGowan. Counterculture, yes. 4 is the golden rule. That is correct. Making of the counterculture. Interesting. Should check that out. 8 miles high, baby. 8 miles high, baby. 8 miles high, baby. Huh. But the show must go. We must go on. We can't stop now, guys. I don't know how to explain it. It just seemed like this and C like a cross. But I don't remember seeing his eyes. I don't remember seeing his eyes. But I feel like his eyes were there. I could just see, remember, the one eyebrow. I felt like that's how I knew he saw me, because I could see his eyebrow, guys. That's how I knew he saw me, because I could see his eyebrow. Like, if I can see his eyebrow, he can see me. Okay. Oh, dear God. Okay. And, like, I don't know why I really believe he, like, did make eye contact with me, but I don't know why I believe that, guys. But I believe it. But I don't know why. Okay, my name is Slobodan Milosevic, MD. Tell me what you remember about that. Oh, God, that's probably not, I should not ask that question, guys. She can't remember anything, guys. But I'll ask it anyway. Okay, let me try it again. Okay, Dylan Prime. Tell me what you remember about that. Oh, Jesus. Dylan's thinking, oh, God. Didn't I just tell you I can't remember anything? Okay, excuse me. I remember just, like, opening it, a can of, I guess, tuna fish, and just, like, seeing that, and just, like, not knowing if I had bread or mayonnaise or an onion I could chop up or some celery to throw into the mayonnaise mix to make myself a tuna fish fucking sandwich. But anyway, I remember opening the jar, just like seeing the mayonnaise, and just like not... Yeah, it's good, isn't it? And not understanding how to make a tuna fish sandwich. Like I was paralyzed. I was just like, I feel like I almost could make the sandwich. Okay. But I realized again I didn't have any celery or onion. Anyway, like stood there for a second. Uh-huh. Oh my God. Maisie, why? Why did you put me in this position? Oh my God, to read this fucking nonsense. Maisie. Why is your mother a complete wacko? Oh my, just like this. And didn't even think. And I just froze up. Which kind of weirds me out also because usually when I try to make tuna fish sandwiches, I don't usually get weirded out by that. But for some reason, on this particular occasion, I froze up. It weirded me out. Also, why he didn't, like, ever come towards my room, except for that latent bloody shoe print that was found right by your door, that Mr. Payne, our bulbous creation friend, decided to not mention anymore, and nor did our favorite evil Santa Claus. They totally swept that under the rug, of course, as we know. Because if I was frozen like that, this is where the frozen shock phase comes in, by the way, guys, I could not have done anything like. But then I feel like I almost was like, just in this, like, there we go, that's where it is. That's where Mr. Brett Payne, in his infinite bulbous creation head, that's where he directly got this from. He borrowed this directly from our prime suspect, Dylan Mortensen. Because I guess, according to Brett Payne, Dylan Mortensen is a psychiatrist, guys. In Bulbous Creations fairy tale world, Brett Payne, he just assumed that Miss Dylan Mortensen was not only not the prime suspect in the murders, but she was also a practicing psychiatrist and was self-diagnosing herself. Self-diagnosis. Because everything else she told you up until this very point was 100% accurate. Right, Brett Payne? Yeah. Ridiculous, isn't it? People in denial. Not my garden, my the greatest garden in the world. My garden already knows this is fucking shenanigan, nonsense, bullshit, fucking ridiculousness. You want to talk about absurdity? We're talking inter fucking planetary absurdity. Interplanetary. Even fucking aliens are reading this shit and they're like, God damn. You got some fucked up people down there. Yeah. Crazy. I agree. Oh my God. Right, Stevie. No celery, no nothing. Welcome, Ashley Brogdon. Mrs. John sneaking in with some laughing cheeriness from your, where are you at? I don't know where you are. Well, I know where you are. Welcome, Dame. Yes. Oh, I'm sure she has after this point, Dame Celestine. I think she got real good at it. Remember, and another good point about that is, remember, according to Miss Mortensen, she has no psychological issues whatsoever. Right? So prior to this event happening, according to Mortensen, she never had to go see a psychiatrist or a psychologist for any mental health issues, except a few times when her parents divorced when she was like 12. Right? Right. Good. Good thing to keep in mind. Because in Dylan's delusional world, there's nothing wrong with her. So you got to remember that. Which is scary. Very scary. Yeah. Yeah. Very scary. This is somebody who is manic. This is somebody who has manic. She has mania symptoms. Not only does she have mania symptoms, but she also has psychotic symptoms on top of the mania. And what Dylan likes to do, in my opinion, of course we know this, we talked about this before, Dylan, now she does exaggerate the amount she drinks alcohol. We got to give her, she does exaggerate a lot. However, I do believe she drinks almost every single day of her life, and she uses that as a coping mechanism to either slow herself down or to die down the psychotic stuff going on in her brain. And and that is true because why? Because Dylan Mortensen also has said this. She has said in the past in these interviews that she likes to drink alcohol because it helps her sleep better. That's another thing that Dylan Mortensen said. She likes to drink alcohol because it helps her sleep better. And as we know, alcohol does not make you sleep better. But that's another reason why Dylan uses it. Because sometimes, I guess at nighttime, it gets really bad for her. And if she's not drinking alcohol before bedtime, I think there's I don't know. Something happens. Okay. Maybe she doesn't sleep at all because she's manic and she also is psychotic to some degree. But that's another reason why she uses alcohol, guys, because she cannot fall asleep unless she's semi intoxicated. See. Hey, we do a good job with this, don't we? We've analyzed the prime forever now, and I think we are the greatest when it comes to this. We have been doing this for a long time, studying her studying what she's saying. Yeah. And you're right, CB. It's not a hallucinogenic. Anyway, let's carry on. Enough ranting there. Yeah. And anyway, that's where the frozen shock phase from our bulbous friend Brett Payne comes from. Because remember, they took everything at face value. They took everything that Miss Mortensen said at face value, and Brett Payne stuck this as a little fucking affidavit to try to make a case against Brian Koberger. But if you actually read everything that Mortensen has said, she is absolutely out of her fucking gourd. And so, again, if this was a real investigation and these are real homicide investigators, you would never quote from somebody who is psychotic and out of their mind, and who has told you multiple times that she cannot distinguish between reality and fantasy. Simple, hands down, that's the truth. There you go. But not with our Palouse inbred friends. No. And I just got out of, I was in my frozen shock phase, guys, and I just got out of it. Somehow. I got out of it and slammed the door again. Now remember, she slammed her door at least 4 times, locked it a few times, according to Mortensen. So anyway, we're slamming the door again after we're calling out friends, calling out a name, seeing Michael Myers. And I was just like, no. Oh, and then I locked it. No, I locked it again. No. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh, don't cry for me, Argentina. All right, don't cry for me. But anyway, I was like, no. And I locked my door again. Oh, my God. And so, yeah, Dylan. And so when you saw this person, your friends. Yeah. Can I go now? I got some party. Anyway. Where were they when you saw them, Dylan? Pretty much like right outside my room. Pretty much like right outside my room. Right? Right. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me back up. Let me just back up. Oh my God. Hang on. It's coming. Where is it now? Where are you? All right. Oh yeah. Sorry, it's in the same paragraph. Oops. So yeah, so Dylan, I didn't even think and just froze up, which kind of weirds me out. Also, why he didn't ever come towards my room. Because if I was frozen like that, I could not have done anything. But then I feel like I almost was just in this frozen shock phase, and I just got out of it and slammed the door, and I was like, no, and locked it. Right? However, it weirds me out also because he never came towards my room. Right? But in the same fucking sentence, 2 seconds later, Wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. What does she say? Pretty much like they were right outside my room. I guess in Idaho, this is not called a lie. I guess that's what it's called. So, like, my room, room, and the kitchen are, like, parallel. Oh, that's good you know that. I'm surprised she even got that the parallel out. Like, right across from each other. Okay. Well, they're not parallel. Okay, Dylan. They're not parallel. They're not parallel. Okay. Right across from your room is not parallel. A side of your room would be parallel, not diagonal to your room. You fucking moron. But anyway, right? But anyway, they were right outside my room, even though 2 seconds ago they weren't. Right. Good. Good, Dylan. Brett Payne, I hope you're taking notes. And I hope you never, again, I hope you're shoveling shit in Siberia somewhere. You fucking cocksuckers. Yeah. You want to talk about the worst investigated case in American history? This is one of them. Yeah. This is your suspect talking to you, by the way. This is your prime suspect talking to you. She is your prime suspect. She's lying blatantly to your face. First she says, never came to my room, never came to my door. And then 2 seconds later says, well, he was standing right in front of my door. Okay. Why? Because they're her friends. And they came to her room to check to see what's next. And they got the plan together. They went off to do what they were going to do. And the Hobbit at that point started making plans to go down to, Dylan started making plans to go down to the Hobbit's room. That's what was going on here. Yep. Because this is absolute bullshit. Anybody who believes this as true, again, you need to go see a psychiatrist. People in denial, you need to go see a psychiatrist. Absolutely. Okay. It's my part now. Where were they when you saw them, Dylan Mortensen Prime? Pretty much, like, again, right outside my door, my room. So, right, my door, no, it's not parallel. Oh, God. And then there's this wall. Yeah, we know that. It's diagonal. There you go, just a tiny bit. Like where the kitchen is. From what I remember, I think he was just like walking past that little wall and going towards the kitchen after coming to my door. After coming to my room. Yeah, your friends were on to the next phase of this fucking shit. Yeah, that's what's going on here, guys. Yeah. So, yes. That's why we find the bloody latent footprint right outside Dylan Mortensen's door. That's one that they forgot to thoroughly clean up. Yep. And again, we never hear about it. And I don't know, like I just remember, seeing an eyebrow. Here we go. I don't know why I see just one. Well, that's what my artwork was telling me on my wall. See, the artwork on my wall, that's where I'm getting this story from, partially. So the story I'm creating is partially based on what I'm seeing around me. And what I'm seeing around me, the story I'm trying to concoct, is partially based on my artwork. We know this. We know this. So this is part of the construction of her story, guys. This one eyebrow, and I do feel the defense was correct in this. Yeah, she borrowed this from that weird-ass stupid shit on her walls she was posting on her walls. That's where this comes from. Yeah, she didn't actually see this in person. You got to remember this. This is a complete fabrication, as we know. She didn't see a person with one single eyebrow. What she was doing is
She was thinking of things to say. She remembered the art, those fucking ghastly pictures on her wall that she put up. And that's where she got this description from, guys. That's what she did. I don't know why I just see one. It's because it's based on her artwork, guys. It was just like one bushy eyebrow. Yeah, of course. Because most of the faces that you have on your wall and the eyes, they only show one eye. And they only show one eyebrow. That's why you only saw one, Miss Mortensen. And that's what came to her mind here in this story making. That's what she came up with here. Yeah, for real. I don't remember. Yeah, for real. Welcome. I don't remember the color, like the full shape of the eyebrow. I just remember it being bushy. Just like all the other eyebrows that I saw on my wall. Right. And that's why the defense hit that. Now, if I was Ann Taylor, no, never mind. No, if you're going to be a good defense team, you're going to attack Dylan Mortensen relentlessly. You are going to cast her as the prime suspect in this case. You're going to take everything that she's saying here, which is a load of garbage, and you are going to turn that right against her. Absolutely. You are going to make Dylan Mortensen your prime at the trial because she is the prime. This story, no matter which way you slice it, it's one big lie. And what you're going to do at trial is Dylan Mortensen is going to be your alternative suspect. You can bring up the other DNA that was found that wasn't tested, the other male DNA that wasn't tested, but Dylan Mortensen is going to be the focus. She is going to be your prime alternate suspect here. Everything else flows from Miss Mortensen. Everything else flows from her. So that's what you're going to do with this. Because at trial, you're going to make her read back. I said this a year ago. You're going to put Dylan Mortensen on a stand for 3 days. You're going to keep her on that stand. And you're going to have her read over all these transcripts. And then you're going to say things like, Dylan Mortensen, none of this makes any sense. Can you explain why there seems to be so many lies in this? See, that's what you're going to do with Dylan Mortensen relentlessly. And you're going to do that for days and days and days. Absolutely. I would have her on that stand for fucking days. Fuck yeah, I would. Because she is your prime. In Moscow, certainly, they ain't going to do it because, well, we already know what they did. We already know they accepted everything that she said was true. And nothing was out of the ordinary with her. So. Is that true? Is that real? Gooch's dad was doctor of the MK. Interesting. Was he? Interesting. Need to check that out. We have to check that out. That's interesting. Yeah, Manson was involved in that, yeah. Manson was involved in that. Oh, boy. All right, we're going to do a little more quick. And I don't really know why. It just doesn't really make sense. And I just remember, like, all black. But I knew he was white, which I don't. I don't remember seeing that. But somehow I just knew he was. Remember, I don't know why he's white. He's white. Okay, Dylan. Hey, remember, guys, where's my Thorazine? I still haven't received it yet here. I'm like, God, get me out of here with this one. Which doesn't really make sense. But I can't even remember what he looked like, guys. I can't even remember what he looked like. There you go. There's the qualifier. Remember, Mortensen always qualifies. So she goes from, I saw one eyebrow, bushy eyebrow. I don't know how he was white. But then she says this. But guess what, guys? I can't even remember what he looked like. Yeah. There you go. That's your prime. Remember, she always does this. Always. Always. Quick break. Once you start figuring out like her shit, it becomes very obvious, the game here with her. Very obvious. Very, very obvious. Okay, and this Aaron again. And tell me again what you said. Were you saying all black? Like, tell me what you remember about the clothes, Dylan. Just like black long sleeve. Just one, I guess. Just one long black sleeve. I'm like thinking if it was like a longer neck, but I don't know. All right. I just remember like black pants and one black sleeve. I don't remember what kind of pants. Like if they were jeans or cargos or like that kind, and black boots. I just remember like it was all black. There was no color at all. Like it was all black. Okay. Any patterns or words or anything? No, bitch. Okay, you don't have to call me names, Prime. I don't know if he had gloves on. Can I drink now? Can I get a drink now, please? Anyway, I don't know if he had... I'm trying to go to sleep. I need booze. I don't know if he had gloves on or not. I think he did, because I don't remember seeing any color of, like, his skin. But I know he's white. Uh-huh. Oh, my God, where's the straitjacket? Color on his hands. But then again, I don't know for sure. There we go. I knew she's going to slip it in there. I just remember he was holding, like I don't, the thing I kept calling it, a mini vacuum cleaner. Like it didn't look like anything except a mini vacuum cleaner. I don't know why I thought it was a mini vacuum cleaner. It just like came to my mind. It was like mini vacuum. Huh? Yeah. Crazy, right? Oh my God. Oh my God, God, I don't know how much more I can take. But I am Slobodan MD Milosevic. Don't forget that. And it was just like weird. And it was just like weird. Like it doesn't make sense. Nah. Again, she always does this. It is something you feel. Is it something you feel like you could draw what you saw, Dylan Mortensen? Not really. No. It just... Oh, okay. Like when I think about it, I guess I could try to draw it, but it wouldn't make any sense. Like, I just remember, like, it was, like, big like this, and it was cylinder, and it went out like this, and then it, like, I don't know how big this, like it went out and in. Hey, baby, it's not midnight yet, baby. Baby, it's not midnight yet, is it? Dylan, what are you talking about? You talking about after midnight? Oh, what is after midnight, Dylan Mortensen? Maybe you were talking about a cylinder. Oh my God, Dylan. Man, you are on another planet. And you should have been in jail. You should have been locked up in a cold penitentiary. Should have been in a cold penitentiary, my love. Talk about fucking cylinders. That's pretty good for somebody who doesn't fucking know anything or recognize anything or even knows her own name at this point or can see in the dark or can tell anything about the person or whether or not they're fucking white or who knows. But we can talk about a cylinder, I guess. Wow. Again, guys, this is not, we have to take this with a grain of salt. Okay. I don't know how big this, like it went in and out and in. I don't know how big that was. I don't know if it was there, like if it was empty in the middle, or like what. So now we don't know if this mini vacuum, this cylinder, we don't know if it was empty in the middle, or like what. I don't know, right? It could have been, I don't know if there was like, if it was empty in the middle, or like what. Oh, that's nice. I mean, we didn't start the cleanup process yet? I don't know. I'm not so sure. Oh, my God. Welcome, Snowpiercer. Welcome, Snowpiercer. I know, he was white, but I don't know how I know, but he was white. Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. 4 inch, the width of a circle. The width of a circle. Remember that? You remember width of a circle, don't you? Oh, you just think I just play random shit. Maybe I know what I'm talking about sometimes, and maybe I am psychic. But you don't believe me. It all goes together, my loves. Doesn't it? It all goes together. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, baby. It all goes together. It all connects some way. Like this, like this. Wait a minute, like this, like this. You remember this one? Remember the width of a circle? You remember this. Dylan, who sold the prime, who sold the world. That's right. She sold the world, baby. That's right. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh. Wait, those cards are funny, aren't they? Got some funny cards there. All right. Quick break. I go back to that song quite a bit. It's one of his best. All right. Anyway, that whole album. Anyway, we can talk about that later. Anyway, but quick break. Oh, we gotta detox ourselves from the likes. Detox. Master Nature must be that cosmic energy. a cosmic energy, Master Nature. I think it is, MD. You're correct. Hey, where are the others today? I'm not sure. Stanley, I think, had to take care of something with Nancy, and I don't know. Okay. I'm sure we'll find out about what that is. All right. No. Go. All right. No muss, no fuss. No muss, no fuss. Yeah. Goes way beyond a 19-year-old bubble-headed sorority girl. This goes way beyond that, my friends. Now, people will use that, of course, we know this, people use that excuse to explain away Dylan Mortensen's behavior. They'll say, well, she was young. She, stupid maybe in some ways, but young, bubble-headed, sorority girl. But guys, we've heard other sorority girls talk. We've heard other people talk, okay, who are just about the same age. But this one is skirting a line between a traumatic brain injury in which you get hit in the head, right? You get hit in the head, you lose consciousness for about, 4 or 5 hours, and then when you wake up, you have no recollection of the past 4 or 5 hours because you have some sort of traumatic fucking brain injury. She's skirting that fucking line here. Yeah, this goes way beyond some stupid bubble-headed 19-year-old girl. There's a whole other level. Okay, as we can see clearly through reading this crap. I mean, this is all nonsense. This whole entire thing is nonsense. Again, you cannot just say this is because she's a 19-year-old young sorority girl. You cannot say that. This, again, if you're actually reading this stuff, well, way beyond that. Way beyond. Dylan Mortensen, she has patterns. She sticks to her patterns because she's guilty as fuck. She knows exactly what happened here. She knows some of her friends were involved, I'm guessing, or at least associates that she knows. We talked about this. She knows who is in that house. And she also knew she had to get down to the Hobbit's room, and she knew the plan from that point on was to wait it out until the next day and then play it off as not things aren't terribly serious, even though she saw Xana's dead, fucking mutilated, bloody body. She admits to seeing her body at least three times, half naked, by the way. Remember, Xana's half naked. So she already knows this. She already knows what's going on here, just by that alone. You're not looking at somebody's dead corpse, bloody corpse, at least three times and not knowing what it is. Not knowing what that is. That is impossible. Impossible. Again, she's not hallucinating. She's not drunk at this point. She's not hallucinating. She saw Kernodle half naked on at least three times, probably a lot more than that. Okay, but admits to seeing her at least three times in the state that she was in, and after she saw, and by doing that, guess what? She also saw Ethan Chapin and saw him in the state that he was in. Because you're not just looking in the room three times, staring at a bloody, battered fucking body, and not glancing up to your left 2 inches and seeing the other dead body right next to her. You're not doing that. You are seeing them. So Mortensen saw, as far as we know, in my opinion, she saw all of them. Okay. In my opinion, she knows exactly what happened to them. She knows what they look like. She knows they're dead. She knows her associates are still in the house at this point. She knows she has to get down to the Hobbit's room and play it cool until the next day, until we can figure out, until the next piece of this kicks into gear. Yeah. That's exactly what happened here. And that fits. Nothing else, really, that fits. Anyway, let's carry on. Back up a little bit. So, I don't know if it was empty in the middle. We're talking about the mini vacuum cleaner, or mini vacuum. And Aaron says kind of far. Now, I don't know if they jump here, but Aaron says kind of far. And Dylan says farther back. I don't know. Okay. Did you at any point, did you get any closer to her? Now we're talking about Xana. We're talking about Xana. How close did you get to her body? And Mortensen lies here. All right? She says, I didn't get close to the body. That's a lie. Well, let me think about this. Not necessarily. All she had to do was stand in the doorway. She didn't necessarily have to go inside the room. The room is, we're not talking a fucking palace here. The room is a shoebox. So anyway, Mortensen, all she does really have to do is stand outside the door and just look in. So that's true. She doesn't particularly have to get too close. Right? So Mortensen denies that she went into the room here. She's saying, no, I didn't go into the room. And Aaron, see, that's what Aaron was getting at here. Did you go into the room? Oh, okay. Okay, no, you didn't go into Xana's bedroom. So Dylan lies here, or denies, going actually into Xana's bedroom. Denies that. All right? And then I know we've talked a little bit about I'll just have you do it on the back. I don't know. The mask that you remembered seeing. Can you just it's, I know it's kind of hard, but, yeah. I really want to drink, though, right now, guys. Like, on the face, how much of the face was covered, Mortensen? I don't fully remember seeing. Like lips or nose. That's another lie. Another lie. Another lie. And another lie. And another lie. And one more fucking lie. How many lies do you need? How many lies do you need here? Oh my God. Why? Because the very first thing she tells Bethany Funk when she gets down to the room when they're talking, she says, I saw a big nose. This intruder had a big nose. That's the first thing she described to the Hobbit. Here, she doesn't remember her nose. She doesn't remember her nose. Or lips. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome, Mantra. So yeah, how many lies do you need here? Remember, her memory is her memory in the moment when she talks to the Hobbit is he had a big fucking nose. That's her like very first description of the intruder. But after that point, Miss Mortensen, she cuts that part of her story out. She doesn't talk about the big nose anymore, and she sticks with her artwork, the one eyebrow due to her artwork. That's what she went with then afterwards. Yeah. Welcome. Whoever I missed, welcome. It could have been her door. Hey, good question, Mrs. John. It could have been her door. She could have slammed that door 7 times. We wouldn't fucking know. She could have. She could have opened it, looked inside, made sure they were dead, closed it, opened it again, made sure they were dead. Who knows what she was doing? But Moscow, the problem is Moscow took everything that she said at face value. And because they did that, they didn't ask her these questions. They didn't probe. They didn't interrogate. So everything that we're reading here, according to Moscow Police Department, is 100% accurate. 100%. And why? Because Brett Payne, our bulbous fucking inbred creation from the Palouse, he put part of her story in his official narrative of the crimes. Which is, what is it? Completely absurd. Yes. I mean, guys, we already talked about this, but we have to mention it again. When you're dealing with a psycho, you cannot just pick things that they're saying and believe them and then put them in an official document like an affidavit of arrest and fail to mention that this person is completely out of their mind. Right? Bulbous creation, Brett Payne. I fucking hope to God, I swear to God, I hope to fucking God, you are in Siberia, shoveling shit in 30 below fucking degree weather. That's where you fucking belong, you bulbous fucking inbred. You were trying to play a homicide detective, you fucking inbred. You were trying to play homicide detective. You dumb fuck. Dumb fuck. Welcome, satire. Dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. Everything that he did in this case, he's a complete, utter fucking moron. Like the rest of them. His is the worst. His stuff is some of the worst, though. That affidavit especially is one of the worst. Oh, okay, so now, wait. So now we're going to draw, guys. We're going to draw. Okay, so, I'm just going to draw this. Oh, good. Oh, God, please, Dylan. Okay, you can just draw, a basic head, right? Can you do that? Oh my God, Maisie! Ashley, but no, wait, Ashley. This sounds like one of our children. A little house. Dylan, can you just draw like a basic head, please? I guess. Yeah, I'll try. I pretty much just remember, like, I don't know if. I think it was covering lips. But it just went like this, and it was like straight across. Okay. I like how they cut out the part about Mortensen fucking around in like near Dylan's room. I like how they cut that part completely out of this. Like, man, we shouldn't probably have that in there. Because Dylan Mortensen hanging around Xana's fucking bedroom is not good. We can't have Dylan Mortensen hanging around fucking Xana's fucking door. Because we know what happened to them. So yeah, Moscow, you cannot have Dylan Mortensen just floating around Xana's door for no reason and not calling the police. You fucking cocksuckers. You fucking inbred cocksuckers out there. You are all inbred cocksuckers. You know that, Moscow police? All of you. All of you. And you know as well as I know, you cannot have your prime suspect, who you refuse to charge with murder, you cannot have her floating around Xana's bedroom door like a little fucking like a little fucking barfly. No, that looks really bad. Why? Because you're going to see her body. And in fact, Mortensen did see her body several times. And did Mortensen call police? No, she didn't. So, yeah, that looks really bad, Moscow police. Really bad. That you didn't charge her with anything, let alone homicide, which is what you should have done. Yeah. And then she would have squealed like a little pig. She would have squealed like a pig. Mortensen would have squealed like a pig. And she would have gave it all up. She would have given it all up. She would have given it all away. Yeah, but I don't fully remember if it covered his nose and his mouth for sure. Like, that's something I don't remember. Oh, yeah, but you did remember because he told the Hobbit that he had a big nose. So, obviously, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying, Mortensen. The reason why this is because she knows exactly who she's talking about, and she's trying to figure out a way to obscure that knowledge of her knowing who these people are by coming up with this cockamamie fucking bullshit story about a ski mask, about not seeing this, or maybe seeing that, or maybe seeing an eye, or maybe seeing a nose, not seeing lips. It's all bullshit. This is Mortensen's way of trying to create, again, this is what she always does, trying to create some confusion here, right? But she's doing a horrible job. And not only that, the Hobbit contradicts her story just by this very fact alone. Yeah. Yep. Big nose, baby. Big nose. Oh. All right. Hey. Okay. Fully. I don't remember fully. Okay. That's always there. That's always there, guys. But I know it was like, if it was covering his nose and mouth, which it wasn't, not according to the Hobbit, it would have been like this. So I guess she draws another line, like a 2-year-old. Okay, that's good, Dylan, for a 2-year-old. So it was either like this, larger rectangle, Yep. Or just the eyes? Yeah. Okay, not sure which one? Huh. Uh, because, but it, oh my God. Because I could, it definitely wasn't. Like circles. Okay. Like it looked like a cross. It looked like a cross. It wasn't circles, guys. It looked like a cross. It went straight across? Yeah. Like you mean like a real cross, like a crucifix? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And you said you just remember seeing. Oh God. Aaron, what are you trying to get here? Like at the eyebrows. Right. The eyebrows. Okay. Uh-huh. But I don't remember if I saw one, right? One or two. Like it was just weird, guys. That's her qualifier every time. It's weird. I don't remember. I'm not sure. It could have been a dream. It could be this. It could be that. That's Dylan's MO. Okay. That's okay. That's enough. That's enough. Guys. Guys. Where's the Ativan shot, guys? Guys, I need the Ativan. Stoner, where's the Ativan? Stoner, do you have the Ativan, Stoner? I need it like now. But anyway. And I know, the thing that you remember, like the cylinder. That thing. Oh my God. It's like I'm reading a comic book, guy. It's like I'm reading a weird comic book. That's what this is like. That cylinder that has the special stones of time in it. That thing that you remembered him seeing. Oh, now he's seeing it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now the Michael Myers is seeing the cylinder. Is that it? Oh my God. What is going on here? I know you said you could try to draw it. Yes, can I go to the mall now? Or the thing that you remember him holding. Sorry. I'll just have you do it on this one. Oh, God. Like it was just. Oh, my God. Like it just was, but that's what I remember. Oh, God, okay. Which doesn't really make sense. Nah. But it was like this part was a lot bigger than this one. So, like, obviously... Oh, there we go. I was wondering where in the next obviously was going to come in there. So, obviously, guys, obviously, I guess I should show this like... Oh, my God. I guess I should show this like going out. So the top part was just like cylinder. Okay. How big was that cylinder? She said. All right, I love you. I love you. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful, guys. Why do you hate me? How big was the cylinder? That's what she said. All right, I love you. I love you. Are we talking long duck dong kind of cylinder length or how big? Hey, Chrissy, X, was it kind of like long duck dong kind of shit or what? What are we talking about here? The donga needs food. The donga needs food. Oh my God. All right. Hang on. We're having too much fun here. Oh, it's too much fun. Oh God, you never leave me alone. Oh my God. Yeah, no secrets, Gato. No secret. No food. No secrets, no food. All right. Whew. How is everybody? I didn't even ask. Oh dear. I didn't even ask. How is everybody? It's Thursday. We're getting close to the end of the week. Oh my, white rabbit. Oh my. All right. Ooh, here we are. All right. That's right, baby. That's right. All right. Well, how big was it? It was so big. All right. Excuse me. Your mom's so fat. All right. No, anyway. Excuse me. How big was the cylinder, Dylan? Would you say compared to this water bottle, for instance? Oh my God. I'm thinking looks like almost like that size. And I don't remember if it almost, like in my mind, it almost looks like it was like black. Or it was like this, like gray silver. Right? Now, which dildo are we referring to here, guys? I'm not quite sure. I'm really not quite sure. Was it the gray silver one, or was it the big black bulb? Was it the big black guy one? Hey, CB, can you chime in on this one? I'm sorry, CB. CB's like, I'm not fucking black, asshole. CB's like, I'm not black, asshole. What are you talking about? Just because I'm from Philly, asshole, doesn't mean I'm black. Paul Bunyan. Oh my God. McNasty. You're right. That was McNasty. That's right. Oh, wait. Hey, welcome back. Hello, Garden. Did you forget about me? All right, baby. All right. Black or alien? Oh my God. It was probably like, it probably was like black and alien, actually. Yeah. Instead of call, we don't call them the grays. We call them the blacks. All right, all right. Oh my God. Black Mamba. That's right, baby. Hey, Mrs. John. You think you could escape? You thought you could escape the wall. You can't. You cannot escape the war, Mrs. John. The war is going to haunt you forever. London is calling. Oh my. Oh my. Here we go. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my Lord. Oh, the dog's scared. Everybody's scared. The dog's running away. Oh my. That's his girlfriend. I think that's his girlfriend. Oh my. This is John. Oh my. KKK, baby. Yeah, they got the KKK hat shit going on there.
He's getting you all decked out.
Oh my God. Now we going to hibachi you. All right. I love you, Mrs. John. I love you. Hey, now we going to hibachi you. Okay, stand still. All right. I love you. It will only hurt for a minute. All right. All right. Oh dear. Let him out. Let him out. Let him out. Let the gato out. The gato. Go out. Out, damn you. Out, damn you. Oh. 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 No. Hibachi. We are gonna hibachi you. Oh my God. It's kind of like Shanghaiing you. Only you're going to cook. All right. I got to let the gato out or he's going to be crying throughout the rest of this. Go on, gato. No secrets from the witches. I'm doing this all on my lonesome. No help from you. Ay. Sure. Get a gato familiar, they said. It'll be fun. And you'll get lots of secrets from the witches. Sure. Mm-hmm. All right, anyway. A shooter did take out a fireman. Yes, they did. They did take him out. Well, this is not Chris McDonough, but I do look and sound an awful lot like Chris McDonough here. Okay. But I'm not Chris McDonough. All right, that's my look-alike. All right, where are we? That's my look-alike. Oh my God, this is just absolute ludicrous. This is just pathetic. I don't even black, or was it like this, like gray silver kind of color? I don't remember. I'm like either of those two colors, right? Great. Okay, so this let's see what this is. Oh, 33.8. Yeah. 33.8 fluid ounce water bottle, Dylan Mortensen. That one? Yeah, it was that one, guys. It was exactly this. Seems like it was that size, huh, Dylan? Yeah, like the width of a circle. Right? Like the width of a circle. That's exactly the size. Right?
Welcome to the Garden of the University is in session.
You forgot about the width of a circle. Didn't you?
Of course you did. Dylan will agree to that every day of the week because you're giving her information and she's going to agree with it no matter what.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Prime. Fuck you, Prime. Hey, is her account still fucking frozen? Is her account still frozen? Is it? That's how they used to write songs. You know, with a melody and a theme and a coherence.
Oh my God, Master Nature. I'm waiting for one particular garden folk to come in here because I got something special for you. But they're not here yet. But they're not here yet. Master Nature, they're not here yet. The width of it. Okay.
The width of it. Okay. Because I remember he was holding it in the bathroom. Because I remember he was holding it in the bathroom, taking a piss. That's what I remember. See, remember, Dylan Mortensen doesn't know anything about this person. She barely saw this person. However, as we go along here, now we're describing other things here. Pretty good for somebody who doesn't know what they're seeing, right? Well, we all know this is bullshit anyway. I'm just saying. So now she can remember, though, that he was holding this cylinder. She can't say cylindrical because that's not in her vocabulary. She cannot say cylindrical, guys. So she has to say cylinder. Yeah. So, but what she's really trying to say, because she's a complete and utter fucking psychotic loon, she's trying to say that she saw a cylindrical type of mini vacuum that he was holding. Right? That's what she's saying. However, I didn't really get a good look at the guy. I have no idea what he looks like. I don't know if he's white, black. I don't know anything, except I could tell you all about the cylinder. Right? Does that make sense? Moscow police, when you read this and listen to this, In your bulbous, inbred, Palouse River polluted minds, did you say to yourself, you know what, guys? Yeah, this totally makes sense. This could not be our prime suspect in a million years. Hey, Ken Maines. I know we like to pick on Ken Maines a lot. Hey, Ken Maines, does this make sense to you, Ken Maines? Remember, we pick on him a lot, too. We used to. Remember, because he likes to write these big books about things. And, right, apparently he didn't read this. Okay, I wonder what Ken Maines would think about this. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, in every mainstream media idiot. Anyway. Oh, by the way, wait, it gets better. Because I remember he was holding it with both hands when he was taking a leak. Right. And you said it wasn't pointing to you, right? He wasn't pointing his cylinder at you, right? He wasn't pointing his cylinder at you, right? Cylinder. At any point. So he didn't point his dick at you at any point, right, Mortensen? No, he was taking a leak in the bathroom. That's more likely. And, like, when I think about it, like, I look at it from, like, the backside. Yes, because you did look at it from the backside. You watched one of your friends, one of the perpetrators, take a piss in the bathroom, and you were looking at it from the backside. That is correct, you were. You were. That's what you were doing. Yes. So, it's like I'm almost seeing it like this. That's what you are seeing, Mortensen. You are seeing one of your friends, one of the perpetrators, taking a piss in the bathroom. And you're watching him take a piss, and you're watching it from the back side of him. That's what you're doing. That's what she's saying here, guys, by the way. I'm telling you right fucking now, that's what she's trying to tell you. Yes, indeed. But that's not how it was. Then she qualifies. Here we go. Then she qualifies again. See, she told you what she's doing, but then she's always going to sneak this in. She's always going to say, I don't know. It could be a dream. I could be drunk. Blah, blah, blah. And this is her way out. She does this every paragraph. Every paragraph. Every fucking paragraph. Mortensen should have been under the penitentiary. Yup. He was holding his dick, and I'm going to read it to you this way, so people in denial really get the full scope of Miss Mortensen. Okay? He was holding his dick with both hands in the bathroom, and I could see this from the back side when I was watching him take a leak. That's what she's saying here. However, she's going to qualify, but that's not how it was. Even though I just told you that's what I was seeing. See, I just told you what I was seeing. But that's not how it was. But that's how I envisioned it. See, that's how I envision it to be. Which doesn't make any sense. See? Do you see? Do you see what she's doing here? Do you understand this? She does this every single time. She's going to give you what she's doing, and then she's going to obfuscate her answer every single time. She's going to obfuscate by saying something like this. It doesn't make sense. I was drunk. I could have been dreaming. This is Mortensen. This is Dylan. Remember, we're not talking about a traumatic brain injury here. Okay? She is lying. She's a poor storyteller. This is one of the worst stories, again, we've ever heard in a quadruple murder case for somebody not to be arrested. I have never seen anything. Have you ever seen anything like this, guys? You got to take things in context here. Mortensen, despite her being 19 years old and despite her being a sorority idiot, she's still a functioning human being, isn't she? And does this sound like a functioning human being to you? No, and that's on purpose. Mortensen is doing this on purpose. She's trying to sound like a complete and utter idiot. That's what she does this every time. So it goes from, yes, I was seeing him take a piss in Xana's bathroom after they got slaughtered, right? Had to use the bathroom. I saw him take a piss. He was standing right out. Yeah, I was watching him. But then it's not like that. And it doesn't make any sense. But then, wait a minute. Wait, though, guys. But that's how I envisioned it to be, guys. I envisioned it to be like this. See? See how I get out of things? Which, well, it doesn't make any sense. And Mortensen knows it doesn't make any sense. But yet she'll keep saying it. She'll keep saying it until you arrest her. But guess what? Once you fucking arrest her, she's not going to be saying that anymore. I guarantee it. Once you tell Mortensen she's under arrest and she's going to the fucking penitentiary, guess what? That's going to switch real fucking quick, my friends. That I don't know and I'm this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's going to switch real fucking quick when she's presented with the fact that you're going to the fucking state prison right now. I guarantee it. That fucking innocent, I'm a stupid fucking dummy. That facade is going to drop real quick. But then again, what do we know? Well, we know what Moscow police is. But I'm telling you, if this was real, if you put her in state pen at this point, she's going to squawk like a fucking bird. She's going to squawk like a bird. Yes, she will. She's going to give it all up. Yes, she would. Especially after 24 to 48 hours of not drinking alcohol. She's going to give it right up to you. You make her suffer. You put her in that fucking cell in the state prison, you make her fucking suffer until she tells you the truth. Till she gets off, till she stops with this fucking sorority, I'm a dumb sorority fucking cunt. Until she stops doing that act, you put her in the state fucking penitentiary, and then she'll start telling you what's going on here. But, nope. But that's what should have happened. For real. For sure. Fuck yes. Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. She lied. I mean, how many lies do you want to count? I don't know. There's probably at least 200 at this point. Again, no brain injury. Nothing happened. She was not injured, not traumatized, not scared, not in any. She wasn't worried. Nothing. She saw the dead bodies, and that didn't affect her one bit. She saw at least 2 dead bodies, guys, on multiple occasions that night. And it didn't affect her at all. It didn't affect her. She wasn't scared by it. She didn't freak out because she saw 2 dead bodies. She didn't call 911. Nothing affected her. Yeah. Huh? What do you think about that, Moscow Police Department? Hey, Captain Dollinger, are you still the fucking captain there? You fucking inbred? Are you still the inbred captain out there, Captain Dollinger? You also should be shoveling shit with the rest of your crew in Siberia. You're not real detectives at all. You're not even real police. Give me a break. Oh my God. Let's finish this little segue up, all right? I don't really understand it. Neither do we, Dylan Mortensen. But you were there. I just remember seeing, like, it going out and in as he was done taking a piss. But I don't know if it was, like, empty in the middle or if it was, like, just like if it was an object that was full. What would be full? Like, it could have been like this, where... Guys, what would be full? What are we talking about? The fucking cylinder? I guess we're still talking about the cylinder, right, guys? So, I don't know if the cylinder was full or not, or if it was empty in the middle. What are we talking about? Go help me, guy. Help me, guy. Help me. Well, I don't know. Oh my God. Like, it could have been like this, where... All right, then that cuts off. Okay, that cuts off. And then we get into Brett Payne's beautiful affidavit, which is a nice little transition here, because that is just as absurd and ridiculous as Dylan Mortensen's entire statements here. Well, of course we know this. So we go through his entire affidavit again, which is ludicrous, as we know. Okay, so we got to get through that. We already seen that millions of times. Bulbous creation. This is part of the bulbous creation here. Okay, thinking that I'm a homicide detective from the Palouse. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fucking hell, I'll tell you what. Well, that drags on. Yeah. Based on the above information, I'm requesting an arrest warrant to be issued for Brian C. Kohlberger for burglary and 4 counts of murder in the first degree of the 4. Okay. Oh boy. Brian Kohlberger, 1219. Oh, okay. Audio file. Dylan Mortensen interview, 1230. Huh? More of the same. Where's your grand jury shit? Where's your grand jury shit? Oh, here it is. Hang on. Where's the grand jury? Ah, yeah, here's the grand jury. Here's the grand jury. Here's the grand jury. Yeah, we got this. We're at the very end of this thing. The very end. A lead pipe. Perhaps. Yeah. Could have been anything. Lead pipe. Homemade weapon. Who knows? Dylan is the prime. So the only way you're going to get real information out of her is you got to put her in a fucking jail cell. Once you do that, then you might start hearing some coherent statements. But that never happened. Broken golf club. Smash him in the head with a fucking golf club. Who knows? That's welcome, Mama's boy. That's interesting. That's interesting. The rack, huh? Huh. Medieval. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. A sweet little angel could not possibly have done this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely satire. And for failing to report a felony in a timely fashion. She should have went to jail for that. At the very least, too. Welcome, Ray, to die. 69. Death Child, welcome, Death Child. The Rack Shack. Question, Dylan, will you state your name and spell your last... Dylan, will you state your name and spell your last for the record? I'm surprised she could do that. Hang on. Wait, guys. Wait. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Give me a second here. I'm trying to compose myself here. Hang on, guys. Wait, I have to spell my name for the record. Okay, hang on. Now remember, I changed my name at the very beginning of this live. It's no longer MD. It's Slobodan MD Milosevic. Remember, you forgot. Okay, hang on, but hang on. I gotta spell my name here, guys. Ready? Hang on. Oh, yeah, I know my nails are nasty. You're doing great, MD. That's good. Hang on. Mortensen. Wait. M-O-N. That's my nest. All right. No, come on. Oh no, that's my last name. Dylan Mormon. It's Mormon. Oh my God, Ashley. Wait, those boarders took our kids in Mankato? Oh my God. Oh my God. Jethro Troll. Bad seed. How about Damien Omen 2? Yeah. Fucking the Antichrist. Damien Omen 2. Oh, jeez. My name is Dylan Mormon. Oh, okay. How old are you, Dylan? I'm 19 years old. Where do you live, Dylan? I live in Boise, Idaho. Okay, how long have you lived in Boise, Dylan Mormon? I lived there since I was 6 years old. And then my dad pushed me off a cliff. Oh my God, you guys think I was joking. You thought I was joking about the 6-year-old. We are the greatest of all time. I told you from the very beginning. My dad pushed me off a cliff in Salt Lake City when I was 6. Guys, listen. I lived in Salt Lake City, guys. All right. Dylan, is that before you were 6? Yeah, it was before I was 6, guys. What about since you've been 6? Have you lived anywhere else? Moscow, Idaho. Okay, when did you live in Moscow? My freshman year, so August 2021, I believe. Oh my God. I don't know. My dad pushed me off a cliff, so I'm not sure how I remember that. Isn't it really weird, guys? How, like, my dad pushed me off a cliff, but I still remember stuff, but not really well. Isn't that weird? Yeah, it's weird, MD. Yeah, maybe I'm making it all... Hey, maybe I'm making it all up. Anyway. Oh, you want to... We would like to take a short break. Hey, that sounds familiar, too. In fact... we are going to do just that. Remember, short break. You guys didn't believe me, did you? Where do you think I'm getting this from? We are the greatest of all time. T-Rex. Remember that birthday card. T-Rex. The greatest. We are the greatest. Again, there's more evidence in this case to suggest that Dylan Morrison was involved in this crime than there is Brian Koberger was involved in this crime. How do you square that? How do you square the fact that there's more evidence that points to Dylan Morrison and associates committing these murders than it does Brian Koberger? Moscow cannot square that fact. Nope. I mean, just look at all this crap. I mean, it's very obvious. She is your suspect. There's no getting around it. Nope. All right, they take a fucking recess. Because this is not important. No, All right, then we get back. Okay, they take a break. Back on the record. Oh, Ashley. Okay, Ashley. Wait. Ashley's talking now, guys. I'll do Ashley's part. Just note for the record, that we have 16 jurors. Everyone has returned from the recess. Oh, good. Eating tuna fish sandwiches that Dylan Mortensen, well, she tried to make, but she failed horribly, guys. Oh, my God. Guys, Mortensen tried to make us tuna fish sandwiches, guys, but she forgot the tuna. Oh, my God. Guys, I was eating a sandwich with bread and, like, bits of fucking celery. But there was nothing else in it. Nothing else. Sorry, MD. That must have been very difficult for you. Yeah, it was. You ever eat a celery sandwich or just fucking bread? All right, anyway. Thank you. All right. Everyone has returned from the recess. State asks permission to call our next witness. Okay, yes. Oh, yeah, it's Dylan Mormon. Please call. Please raise your right hand, Ms. Mortensen. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you shall give in the issue proceeding or pending before this jury shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Where's that? Mortensen. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Mormon. Yes. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, here we go. Here's Miss Jennings' direct examination. Dylan. Will you state your name and spell it? Okay. We did this, right? All right, we did this. Oh, we just did that. I thought we took a break. Wait a minute. Oh, we took another break. What the fuck? What is repeat the same fucking shit? Okay, I lived in Moscow up until November 22nd, and number 22. Where did you live in Moscow? Answer, because I went to school there at the University of Idaho. Oh, sorry, why did you live in Moscow? Okay. What was your major? When I first started, it was in environmental science, and then I switched to pre-physical therapy. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, and what was your last year? What year were you when you were last at the University of Idaho? The first semester of my sophomore year. Okay, thank you. I'm going to show you what's already been admitted as State Examiner 2. Do you recognize this image? Yes, of course. What is it? It's my house. First semester, sophomore year. Okay, do you know the address? I'm surprised. Well, I'm surprised she got this one, guy. 1122 King Road. Okay, how long did you live at this residence? Not long. Until I caused major mayhem and chaos and malice. And yeah. So a couple months, guys. Remember, these aren't my good friends. And especially Kaylee and Maddie. They were not good friends to her. They were not her friends. August, November. That's not long. Okay, and who else lived with you at this address? Yeah? Oh, well, that cuts out. Oh, very clever, Moscow police. So look, you guys, we went from 139 in the grand jury testimony, 139 here, right? And then it picks up again, not until we get to 172. Yeah. So let's think about this. So about 30 pages of this were cut out that we cannot see. Yeah. We jumped from 139 to 172. Who the fuck knows what she was talking? Probably more crazy fucking bullshit. But just keep that in mind. We went from 139 in the exhibit here that we're shown, right? And then we jump to 170 fucking 2 here, guys. So we're talking about something else. 24 seconds. So I don't know what the question was here, guys. So we asked something about talked. And then Mortensen responds 24 seconds. Okay, do you remember what you talked about? No. Probably just like what is going on. Usually when we're scared, we would call each other. I highly doubt that. Because we were known as the scaredy cats of the house. We get scared of everything, which is completely untrue. It's a lie. That is completely untrue. Mortensen herself contradicts that very statement a million times in her fucking statements. Mortensen says the only time that she really gets freaked out is when it's bedtime and she has to go to sleep, and then she starts having these really weird, lucid, fucking crazy dreams that she can control. And unless she's drunk or intoxicated, she cannot sleep very well. That's what Mortensen said. Now let's not get all fucking fucked up with her. That's her exact words. So her saying she's one of the scaredy cats of the house is a complete lie. A lie. It's a lie. People in denial. I have to play the wall for you because you're out of your mind. You believe this garbage. I told you. Ooh, Wagyu steaks with ranch potatoes, Ashley? What the fuck? Ashley. Now, I know you're... Now, Ashley. I know you're going to be inviting me over for that. Now, you just let me know when to come. I'll come. I'll bring some burgundy with me. I'll bring the burgundy. You don't have to worry about the burgundy. I got the burgundy on lockdown here. I get it from my I get it from my bingo friend Jackie. Jackie, well, you know about Jackie. She's under the table even before we set out, so you know how to. Anyway, she has a lot of bourbon. She has a lot of burgundy. Or maybe bourbon too. I can bring some bourbon too. We can pour some. Hey, listen, Ashley. We can pour some bourbon on that fucking Wagyu steak too to give it a little bit more flavor there. That sounds good. Ashley, what are you doing to me? That's right. Cane sugar. Cane sugar is better. Cane sugar is way better. You're right, Lemmy. Cane sugar is way better than high fructose corn syrup. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, we're not talking about... Wait a minute.
Who abducted this Guthrie has come out recently on social media and also on
Oh my God. That's still allowed? All right, anyway. Excuse me.
World-renowned forensic psychologist who is going to walk us through exactly...
World-renowned forensic... Okay. He's going to walk us through it.
A very, very interesting theory as to what actually...
Oh, I can't wait.
Quite a long time, as he expresses in the video. My name is Jackson Buhai. I am the
Jackson Bunha.
Let's get right in.
Jackson Buha. All right. Yeah, we'll get to that later. We'll get to Jackson Buha a little bit later. Oh, okay. Hey, guys, listen. Listen, guys. This is this is Act 2. Now, we just finished Act 1, guys, okay? Act 2 is starting now. Listen. This is the portion of the show where you pull out your lighters, okay? You got to pull out your lighters, all right? And we'll take a drink of whiskey and we'll do what you got to do here. But this is the portion of the show. Now we hit the ballad love portion of the show. So you got to take out the lighters, okay? And Look, I got look, the candle's burning here. Nah, we like this one. We haven't heard this one in a little bit. This is the lighter portion of the show. Get out your lighters. Here we go.
Then, as it was, then again it will be. Though the course may change sometimes, rivers always reach the sea. Oh, flying skies of fortune, each a separate way. On the wings of maybe, and down he burns of prey. And how it makes me feel sometimes, oh, we didn't have to go. But as the eagle leaves the nest, we've got so far to go. Changes fill my time, but people, that's alright with me. In the midst I think of you and how it used to be. Oh darling, oh darling, oh.
All right. There you go. Sucks when you have to cut it off. All right. 10 years ago. All right. Yes. I think it's one of the best songs they ever written, actually. One of the best songs they ever wrote. Yes, indeed. All right. Yeah, let's finish that grand jury real quick. Let's finish off this fucking document. We're getting there. 145 of this. Well, we cut out a lot. Scaredy cats of the house, which is a lie. Okay. Question. Okay. Dylan. And we always knew if one of us was scared, the other one would probably be up. So I called her. That's not an answer. That's bullshit. Listen, this is her reasoning, guys. Listen to this. And we always knew if one of us was scared, the other one would probably be up. So I called her. That's not it. Okay, and then what did you do next? And then I called Xana at 4:20 for no reason. remember, I called Xana at 4:20 for no reason. No reason. Why is it no reason? Because I saw Xana's body 3 fucking times. Passed out, bloodied, butchered, lying in her underwear in the middle of her floor with Ethan slaughtered in the bed 3 inches from her. So me, listen to this, people in denial, me calling Xana at 4:20, it doesn't work. I already know what she's doing and where she is. I already know she's dead. You fucking inbred cocksuckers. Idaho. And you didn't put this fucker in jail. It doesn't matter. Her calling Xana at 4:20 is pointless. It's a lie anyway. She did this to cover her ass. We know this. You saw Xana's dead, mutilated corpse in her underwear. You admitted to seeing at least on 3 separate occasions that night. And you decided to call her anyway at 4:20 a.m. for no reason. Not only that, but according to you, Prime, you were standing in your bedroom calling out her name to try to wake her up. Even though, again, you saw her mutilated, bloody, dead fucking corpse rotting on her bedroom floor. Right? Exactly. That's exactly what Dylan Mortensen told you. And we just covered it. Didn't we? Over and over again. How many times do you have to repeat something here, guys? Mortensen should have been under the penitentiary. Okay? Yeah. Because this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen. You're not calling a person that you probably had a hand in mutilating. You're not calling them at 4:20 in the morning, guys, after seeing their mutilated dead body 3 times. There's no point in calling them unless you're trying to make it look like it's something else. Do you remember if Xana answered? No, she didn't fucking answer. And Mortensen knows that. Mortensen already knows that, of course, Xana's not going to answer the goddamn telephone. Are you kidding? How is she going to answer it, guys? What's she going to do? Wake from the dead? Clean herself off? From the 60-plus fucking stab wounds? Right? Mortensen? Right, Dylan? Dylan, you should be in fucking jail. And I hope to God one fucking day, you will find yourself there where you fucking should be. That is my hope. And that's why those locusts are still flying. They haven't landed yet, my friends. But they're going to land eventually. Yeah, this is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. I called Xana at 4:20 for no reason. Of course she didn't answer because she's dead. I know she was dead because I saw her corpse 3 fucking times. Yeah. Okay, and then who did you call? After you called one dead roommate that you knew was slaughtered, Who'd you call after that, Dylan Moore? Oh, I called Kaylee Gonzalez after that. Uh-huh. Another dead roommate. Right? That I know is dead. Okay. Okay. And do you know if she answered? I don't believe she did. Yeah, I don't think so either, Dylan. I think you're correct. Okay. And then who did you call after you called I called Bethany again. And what time was that? Oh, that was at 4:20 as well, guys. So I called Xana at 4:20, knowing that I'm not going to get a response. And then I called Kaylee right after that, knowing I'm not going to get a response. And then I called the Hobbit again at 4:20. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. And did you talk to the Hobbit? Huh? Do I have to shout, Mormon? Did you talk to the Hobbit? Do I need to use sign language here, guys? Did you talk to the Hobbit? Huh? Huh? You know, Bethany Funk? Huh? Oh, that Bethany. Oh, I thought you were talking about the other Beth. I'm sorry. Jesus fucking Christ, guys. Open your eyes. Welcome, peeps. I think Dylan had a hand in posing the bodies. I think she had a hand in posing. But don't keep in mind here, it's not just her. You got other people running around here in the house. It's not just her. However, and when it comes to posing the bodies, I would believe she probably participated in that. I think Dylan would like to do that. See, Dylan's the kind of character to me who would enjoy posing the bodies. I think she would actually like that. See, she could kind of pose them the kind of way she wants based on her drawings and stuff. And, I think Dylan actually would get off on that. It's kind of artistic in a certain weird way, right? So I can see Mortensen at least having a hand in how they want Kaylee and Maddie to look. I can see that, actually. Now with Ethan and Xana, we're not posing those bodies. However, we possibly could have had a hand in covering up parts of their bodies, not all of their bodies, parts of their bodies, because as far as we know, Xana wasn't fully covered. That comes from your prime suspect, Dylan Mortensen. All of this comes from your prime suspect, Dylan Mortensen, because Xana is half naked, and the Prime tells you that. The Prime tells you that that Xana is half naked. And so Dylan did not cover up her entire body. No. Dylan denies stepping into that room. She denies that. She's not completely stupid. Of course not. So yes, she does deny entering the room as far as we know. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it doesn't really matter whether she stepped her foot or not in the room. She's a part of the crime, regardless. However, if she's going to be fucking around with the crime scene here, it's going to be Kaylee and Maddie. Especially Kaylee. Especially Kaylee. Absolutely Kaylee. Yep. So, if Mortensen is going to be messing around here with the crime scene when it comes to the bodies, it's going to be Kaylee. Not Xana, not Ethan. She could give 2 fucks less about them. That's the thing with Mortensen. She could give 2 shits less about Xana and Ethan. That's not her focus. Her focus was always Kaylee and Maddie. That was always her focus, especially Kaylee. So whatever, when it comes to Zan and Ethan, that's why I'm telling you right now. That's why when she's trying to describe Xana, Ethan, that's why she could care less, and that's why her descriptions of everything is so fucking hokey and bullshit when it comes to them two. Her focus was Kaylee. That was her focus. She focused all of her energy, everything that happened that night. Her focus and her energy was on Kaylee. Hands down. Absolutely. Yep. Kaylee and Maddie. Kaylee and Maddie. Kaylee and Maddie. Those were her, that was her focus. Yep. Absolutely. Okay, and did you talk to the Hobbit? Huh? Did you talk to the Hobbit? It's like young Frankenstein, right? What hump? Right? It's like that. What hump? Huh? What are you talking about? You know the Hobbit? You know your roommate that you went down to her room? Remember that? Huh? I should play that for you again, guys. What hump? Oh my god. It's like that. It's like watching young Frankenstein. Oh my god. Ugh. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You be stroking. You're stroking out. Don't you be stroking out on me. I don't need that. Don't be falling out on me, guys. Don't be falling out on me. Now I got bronchitis. All right. Anyway. Now you're making me crazy. Now you drive me crazy.
Frankenstein.
I told you.
Frankenstein.
You're putting me on.
No, it's pronounced Frankenstein.
Do you also say Froderick?
No, Frederick.
Well, why isn't it Froderick Frankenstein?
It isn't. It's Frederick Frankenstein.
I see.
You must be Igor.
No, it's pronounced Igor.
But they told me it was Igor.
Well, they were wrong then, weren't they?
Of course. I'm sure we'll get along splendidly. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to embarrass you, but I'm a rather brilliant surgeon. Perhaps I could help you with that hump.
What hump?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. But wait. Don't forget T-Rex. You cannot forget the Rex here in all this. All right? This is where I get all the information from, guys. This is where I get all the information from. By telegram. By telegram, love. That's right. That's right, baby. All right. You know. All right. Whoa. That's right. All right. All right, yes. Oh, God, what hump? Who? All right, where are we at? Huh? Did you talk to the Hobbit? Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Okay, and do you remember what you talked about? No, I don't really remember that fully. Okay, and then what did you do after that? And then I called Maddie. Oh, you mean the other victim? Okay, and what time was that at? That was at 4:21. Okay, and do you remember if she answered? Of course not. Okay, no. Okay, and then what does this next box represent? I was texting the Hobbit. Okay, and what did you text the Hobbit? I said no one was answering. What time was that? 4:20. Okay, and next I texted her again at 4:22. I'm really confused right now, right? That's what she texted her. Okay, and then what did you do after that? I texted Kaylee again. Kaylee. Okay, and why did you do that? I think I just texted her name. Okay, I think I just texted her name saying, like, I heard a man's voice say, no, it's okay, I'm going to help you, and I didn't know who the voice was. Oh, wait a minute, let's make sure. No, I'm sorry, guys, I messed it up. Where's 174? Where's 174, goddamn you? All right, usually because when you text someone's name, they respond like, what? What's going on? What? You know. Thorazine stat. Garden. Thorazine stat. Oh my God. And did she respond, Dylan Mormon? Nope. Gee, I wonder why. Okay, then what did you do, Miss Prime? I texted her again at 4:22 and I said, what's going on? Okay. And do you remember why you said that? Because of what I heard her saying. I was just confused and wanted to know what in the world is going on. Oh, okay. And do you remember what was going on in your bedroom at that time, Mortensen? After I opened the door this is where we get into this crap. I had closed it and locked it. And then I remember just like staring at my door, blanking out, did not know what was going on. And then I opened it again, guys. And at that time, I heard someone crying in the bathroom. More like watching somebody take a piss. At that time, I believe it was Kaylee in the bathroom taking a piss and crying in my bathroom on my floor. I don't know if it was Kaylee for sure or not. Oh, but at the time, I believed it was Kaylee taking a piss in Xana in my bathroom. Right, people in denial? People in denial, is that right? Hey, people in denial, does that make sense to you? And then I heard a man's voice say, no, oh wait, I'm sorry. I heard myself say, no. And then I slammed my door again. I locked it, guys. That's what I did after this. Remember, I just read that to you. This is out of order because at this particular moment in my storytelling, I heard the crying in the bathroom. I slammed my door shut again, and right? Something like that. Uh-huh. And then I heard a man's voice say, "No, it's okay. I'm here to help you." And I didn't know who the man's voice was. But yes, I did. Yes, I absolutely knew who this was. So you did not recognize that voice? No. And it was like, there's the eerie, it wasn't like a nice help you. It was a creepy kind of help you, right? This is all from Dylan Mortenson's imagination, guys. What we're really talking about here is we're watching one of my friends and one of the perpetrators in the house. He's taking a piss. Okay. Why? Because Xana, there's no evidence that was ever found in Xana's bathroom. So once again, Mortenson is completely lying. What do we say again and again and again? This is all a lie. There was never anybody in the bathroom crying, guys. That never happened at all. Never happened. She completely made that up. Okay? There was somebody in the bathroom and they were taking a piss. And it was one of her friends. But we're not talking about anybody crying in the bathroom, guys. There is no evidence of blood. There's no evidence of Xana, blood in the bathroom. There's no evidence of Kaylee's blood in Xana's bathroom. This never happened. This is another fabrication by Dylan Mortenson. This never happened. So trust me, I want everybody right now to get this crying in the bathroom shit out of their mind. That never happened. Ever. Nobody was ever crying in the bathroom, guys. Nobody. Never happened. Nobody. No. Never happened. There's no evidence that anybody was in the bathroom, guys, that was bleeding or dying or was hurt. Again, this is another reason why the prime should have been arrested, because her recollection of events does not match any of the crime scene. So, again, she is lying throughout this entire story. Lying. People in denial. Ken Maines, another idiot. Another idiot. Oh, yeah, it was Brian right away. Oh, yeah, the minute I saw, oh, yeah, I knew it was him. Okay, but guess what, Ken Maines? You didn't read any of this. No. And if you want to, rationalize, you can rationalize until your fucking heart gives out, my friends. You can rationalize all you want, but it's not going to get you anywhere. You're still going to be in denial. So go ahead. Rationalize all you want. The straight line, the rational line, the logical brain. Mortenson is your prime suspect. She always will be. So, you didn't recognize the voice? Nope. Of course not. Okay, and then what do you remember happening after that? I'm pretty sure I yelled out to Kaylee and said, "Oh, now we're yelling out to them." Remember, now we're yelling out to them. When Michael Myers is still in the house. We're yelling out to Kaylee and Xana from my door when the predator is still there. Wait a minute. I think I yelled out Xana because I believe the crying and the man's voice was coming from the bathroom. And so I believe I yelled out Kaylee for no reason and Xana's name a few times. That's not an explanation. And so I believe I yelled out Kaylee and Xana's names a few times. But there's no explanation. Right. Why are you yelling out Kaylee's name? I don't know. I have no reason to be doing this. And she doesn't. But she's telling you. And you believe this, right? You believe this happened. You believe the prime suspect yelled out Kaylee and Xana's name after texting them to see what's going on. Now you're yelling out both of their names because you think you heard somebody crying in Xana's bathroom. And that's your reasoning why you're doing this. Now keep in mind, Michael Myers is still in the house. And Michael Myers also came to your fucking bedroom door and didn't murder you. Right, Dylan Mortensen? Because that's the story that she's telling. Hey, Ken Maines, in your infinite police fucking wisdom, does that make sense to you? Oh my God. Yeah, the boogeyman. Sure. Oh my God. Yeah, it's as bad as it sounds. Yes. And this is, hey, remember, this is grand jury testimony, guys. Grand jury. Grand jury. Okay. So, okay. Now, which bathroom do you think it was coming from? The second floor bathroom on mine and Xana's floor next to Xana's room. Then what do you remember happening? I remember I closed the door again and locked it again. Again. For no reason. So this is twice now, she says in the grand jury that we've read. She closed and locked her door twice for no reason. No reason. Yeah. Good, isn't it? It just gets better and better. So anyway, how many times are we going to close and lock the fucking door for no reason here, guys? How many times are we going to do this in our story? How many times in our story that I'm telling you am I going to close and lock my door for no fucking reason? How many times? 4, 5, 6? Maybe 8, maybe 10. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, it could be 12 times. And Moscow believed every single fucking word of it. Huh? Yep. Why? Well, they didn't charge her with murder. They didn't charge her with anything. That's why. Now, picture yourself, guys. Picture yourself. You are a real homicide detective, okay? You are investigating a quadruple murder case, bloody as fuck, gruesome. You have this person in front of you telling you this stuff. What do you think you would think to yourself? Really? I mean, what would you think to yourself hearing this? Now I'm saying you're a real homicide detective. You're not from the Palouse Inbred River here, okay? You're a real homicide detective, and you're hearing this shit. What would you do? What would you do? Seriously, what would you do? I mean, what would you be thinking if you heard this shit in front of you? What would you do? I mean, well, yeah, I think I know what I would do. Oh my God. My first question would be Dylan, did you ever suffer a traumatic brain injury in your life? That would probably be my first question, to make sure that, there's no organic brain problem here, because she's retarded. So I would think to myself, well, either she's retarded, like organically retarded because of some sort of brain injury, or she's lying to me. I would probably, I want to rule that out, you know what I mean? That she doesn't have some sort of brain injury that makes her retarded, right? Or Down syndrome. She doesn't have Down syndrome, I'm just saying. I probably want to try to rule that out first. And then I'm going to go with my true premise, which is you're lying to me. And I know you're lying to me. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. After about 5 minutes of her opening her fucking mouth. 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes of her opening her fucking mouth, I'm going to think she's lying straight to my fucking face. Because she is. Yep. Hey, I don't care if you're 14 years old. I don't care if you're 12 years old. I don't care if you're fucking 19 years old. You are lying to my fucking face. Yes, you are. And I know it. I know you're lying to me. I know you've been lying to me this whole time. Because I'm a real homicide detective. I'm not some Palouse inbred fucking bulbous creation. I'm a real homicide detective. And I know you're lying to me within 5 minutes of you opening your fucking mouth. And then I'm going to hit you, sooner or later after this, I'm going to hit you with this. I'm going to say, well, would you mind doing a polygraph test for us? We just want to make sure we're ruling out everybody. I'm going to hit you with that, Miss Mortensen. Fuck yeah, I will. I'll probably hit you with that. I'd probably let you ramble on for like 2 hours. I'd let you ramble and ramble and ramble, knowing that everything that you're telling me is a pile of dog shit. And then I'm going to ask you to take a polygraph test for me. And then I'm going to see how you react to that. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I would do. For sure. A real homicide detective. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, little girls are capable of bad things. Like, I don't know, running into a fucking brick wall at 125 miles per hour and killing their passengers in a car. You know, stuff like that. You know, because people like that couldn't possibly do anything of that magnitude. Yeah. Right, guys? Uh-huh. Nah, little girls couldn't possibly murder other people. Oh my God, that's unheard of. Well, in Moscow, Idaho, we had to make it seem like that. Yes, we did. We had to sweep all of Dylan Mortensen under the rug. Yeah, and Dylan Mortensen is not somebody you can just sweep under the rug because she's out of her fucking mind. She's out of her gourd. And with somebody like that, you cannot just sweep under the rug. You can't do that. She is the prime. You cannot just sweep your prime suspect under the rug and call her young and stupid. That does not work on any planet. Nope. Anyway, let's carry on. We are the greatest. But that's what you're going to be fucking doing with her if you're a real fucking homicide detective. You're not going to fuck around with this shit. Yeah, you're going to let her ramble. You're going to let her ramble and ramble and ramble. You're going to let her do that. But all the while, you're going to be thinking to yourself, I know she's lying to me. Everything she's telling me is a lie. I know that. There may be some bits here and there that possibly could be true, but the totality of what she's telling me is a lie, and I know that. So you first of all, you got to get her into a yes or no on a polygraph. You got to get her yes or no on that, and then you can take it for wherever you want to go after that point. But I want a yes or no on whether or not you be willing to take a polygraph test. I need a yes or no on that. Yep. After that point, I'll do whatever I want after that point. I need that answer. I need Mortensen to give me that answer. Is she be willing to do that? Yep. Absolutely. So anyway, I closed my bedroom door again and I locked it again. This is twice now I did this for no reason. No reason. And then at some point, I opened it again. Oh, lo and behold, right? And then at some point, I opened my door again. Okay. And then, oh, wait a minute. I saw the figure all in black, which I believe was a person. And I knew, like, yeah, yeah, right. And I knew, like, yeah, okay, describe what this person looked like. I knew the person was white. I don't know how. Remember, right? We've been this. I just knew it. I knew it was a male. I think I knew that because of the voice. That infamous voice. The person was around my height and looked just like me. Only they were dressed in black. Weird. What's your height? 5'10". I'm a Bigfoot. Remember, Gus? I'm a Bigfoot. Okay. And then I knew his build wasn't like remember? It was the basketball kind of build. Like my kind of build. As a matter of fact, his build looked almost as similar exactly as my build. I'm not fat, and I would consider myself toned and lean. I'm a Bigfoot, Gus. So sometimes I think of myself as a basketball player. A female basketball player, by the way, because I have that body type. But on this particular occasion, it's a male. I'm going to say it's a male, but I know it's not. Not with this. Not with this scenario. No, this never, again, this is bullshit. If she's describing anything here, she's describing herself. That's what she's doing. That's what she's doing. Yep. Anyway, okay. And what was this person wearing? All right, this is where we get into the mask, of course. Ski mask, but not a ski mask. It wasn't circular holes, right? It was rectangular. He had a fucking vacuum cleaner, right? All that nonsense. Okay, and what color was it? It was black. Everything's black. Remember, everybody's in black. Xana's in black. Everybody's in black. In Dylan Mortensen's world, everything's in black. Everyone's in black. Xano's in black. Right? Remember, everybody's in black. In Dylan's storytelling here, very easy, black. Okay, what about the rest of their attire? What do you remember about that? I believe just all black. Right, easy enough, right? Okay, and now from the part that you could see, do you remember anything? Well, the thing I can really remember is something about a bushy eyebrow. I don't remember seeing anything else, just something about a bushy eyebrow. Here we go with that. Okay, were they carrying anything? They were holding something that I called a mini vacuum. I don't know what that is, but it looked like it was a cylinder thing. Now, remember, Mortensen cannot say cylindrical. She cannot say the word cylindrical. So she says cylinder thing. I don't know how long it was. Remember, we're talking about penises here. And then it went out and in almost like a triangle. And it could have been black, silver, I don't know. We're talking about a vibrator or something like that. Honestly, I didn't know what it was at all. I just remember seeing he was holding his penis. Right? Pretty much sounds like that. Welcome, Bianca Jane. Welcome. Welcome, love. It's been a long time. Welcome, love. Okay. Now I'm going to put up States Exhibit 7. Show me on this diagram where you were standing, would you? Sure. So I was right in my door in my room, and it was just by head peeking out. Okay, now show me where you saw this figure. Oh my God. Okay. I guess you did. Okay. Did you make eye contact with this person? I don't remember his eyes. I don't know for sure if we made but I remember he didn't say anything to me. and he didn't move a step close to me, which I find very weird. Mr. Door. That's a lie. She already said before they made eye contact. That's a lie. That was corroborated. The Hobbit corroborates that. Now, Mortensen is trying to lie that one out. She's trying to downplay that. And she also lies about him not moving close to her, because that's also a lie, because she says that he was by her door. And that's where we find that late and bloody shoe print. So that, again, she's lying through her teeth in the grand jury. Absolutely. Because the other pieces of her interviews contradict this. And the Hobbit contradicts this. Yep. Okay, and can you tell me what direction this person was moving in? I believe he's going out the sliding window. Oh, I'm sorry. Not the sliding glass door. I believe he was going out the sliding window. Yeah, the sliding window, not the glass door. But I don't fully, like, I can't say I know he went out there because I did not really see it. That's correct. You, well. See? But I believed he had gone out that way. Okay, so you can point the direction they were traveling, like this way. Okay, and you said sliding window. Do you mean slide? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. The sliding door, yeah. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say window, guys. I meant the sliding glass door. Okay, and can you show me where that's at? Right here, I believe. Okay, what did you do after you saw this person? I remember saying no, and I slammed my door again and locked it for the third time. And I believe at some point, when I called the Hobbit, I said something about a firework. I said something about a firework, not the Hobbit. Remember, I, the Prime, Mortensen, I said something about the firework. It wasn't the Hobbit that said that. Oh, I'm sorry, or firecracker something. I use those words interchangeably. So I don't know. Yeah. She uses those words interchangeably, guys. However, the problem is, it was Bethany Funk who said that. It wasn't Mortensen. Remember, what is Dylan Mortensen's? What is one of her? What is one of her issues? We talked about this. Even now, even in the grand jury testimony, Dylan Mortensen is borrowing other people's words, right, experiences, and applying them to herself, even in the grand jury testimony. That Dylan is, we know, she's a sick person. But one of Dylan's greatest parts of her sickness here is she doesn't know who she is. And she borrows other people's experiences that she knows that they tell her. And she makes it seem like they happen to her directly. And even now we see this in the grand jury testimony. That's exactly what that is. She's not the one that heard that. In fact, she denied hearing that. But yet, in the grand jury testimony, she's saying she's the one that heard it. It's a complete lie. It's a complete lie. I mean, I don't know, people in denial. I don't know how much more these kind of people would need, but you have the Prime lying throughout every single interview that she's ever given, and she's also lying directly in the grand jury testimony. Yeah, for sure. Uh-huh. I mean, now imagine the Prime on the stand in a trial for 3 days. Gee, I wonder what you think that would look like. What do you think that would look like, guys? Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to see it. But we should have. And anyway, she should be under the fucking penitentiary at this point. But anyway. But anyway, I use those words interchangeably. Firework and firecracker. Right. So I don't know. So, my first thought was something about a firefighter, right? That's her logic, even though this is completely made up. Because it was the Hobbit who was talking about the firecracker and the firework, not the Prime. Mortensen was not talking about this. But in the grand jury she was. Don't know why. Wasn't scared about a fire? I think I was just confused. Honestly, don't even know. Okay, so let's go back to when you lost the plot. Dylan, when did you snap and decide to participate in the murders of your roommates? Do you remember what time that was? Was that around 2 o'clock in the morning, do you think? Do you think maybe it was around 2 o'clock in the morning when you started this whole thing? Probably, right? No, we didn't ask that. We should have asked that, but we didn't, of course. Okay, so let's go back to your call records. What is the next text you sent? That I sent, or let's go up to the text to Bethany at 4:22. Oh, sorry, no, we've already done that. If you will go to the next, at 4:22 to Bethany, what did you send to her? When at 4:22, I said, no one is answering, and I said, I'm just really confused right now. Okay, and does the Hobbit respond? She says, yeah, dude, what the fuck? Xana was wearing all black. Okay, and do you know what are you all talking about? I'm going to guess I called her after I had seen this person and said there's somebody wearing all black. Okay, and had Xana been wearing black earlier? Right? So here's the question. Was Xana wearing all black earlier? Right? And this is our prime suspect's response. No. I think she was like singing and kind of talking to Murphy, but I don't remember really what she said at all. Okay, now was this before or after you later heard scream? This was before I heard her say someone's here. See? She's not admitting to a scream, guys, because that would be really bad. Okay, you mentioned fireworks. Did you ever hear fireworks? No, I didn't. Wait a minute. Wait a cotton-picking minute. Wait a cotton-picking fucking minute. Because this is what you just said. Right? I said no, and slammed my door and locked it. I believe at some point when I called the Hobbit, I said something about a firework or firecracker. Something. I use those words interchangeably. So I don't know. I said that. But what's the problem with Dylan Mortensen, our psycho prime? She doesn't know who she is. 1 minute she could be fucking Bethany Funk. 1 minute she's fucking Kaylee. 1 minute she's Maddie. The next minute she's Xana. Another minute she's fucking Ethan Chapin, guys. That is your psychotic prime. And we've talked about this on a myriad of occasions. So, now we get to this. Wait a minute. It wasn't me who was talking about the firework. No, that was the other person. See, I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a really hard time distinguishing between me and other people. See? Yeah, Master Nature, you really do have a problem with that, don't you? I agree. Master Nature, who are you? Yeah, kind of like that, isn't it, Dylan Mortensen? Yeah, I think it is, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Mm-hmm. Dylan Mortensen is going to be somebody that if you talk to her, she's going to be somebody. Yes, she will. And the closest people around her, her roommates, she's like the Blob. She will latch on to you like the Blob, and she is going. Well, no. More like what is the Body Snatchers? She's like a body snatcher. She's going to suck on. She's going to leech onto you, and she's going to suck your personality out, and she's going to adopt that personality to herself. She's like a body snatcher. That's what she is. Not the Blob. I'm sorry, not the Blob. Body snatcher. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Why? Because we've seen her and heard her do this over and over and over and over again in her testimony, in her interviews. She does it over and over and over again, guys. It's not a big mystery here. Yeah. Nah. That's what she does. Remember, she had a stalker too, guys. Remember, it wasn't just Kaylee who had a stalker. She had a stalker as well. Remember that? See, it wasn't Kaylee who just had a stalker. I had the stalker, just like Kaylee had the stalker. See? Yeah. That's just another example of that. But she does that a million times throughout her interviews, where she borrows other people's experiences and makes them seem like they're her own, but they never happened. Not to her. They happen to other people, okay, but not to her. Mm-hmm. And we get a taste of that in the grand jury testimony here. Now, wait a minute, it's not me who heard the firework, even though I use those words interchangeably, as if I know what I'm talking about, right? No. That was the Hobbit. Something weird to forget, huh, guys? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. So anyway, yeah. But wait a minute, guys. It gets even worse. Because not only did I use that firework and firecracker analogy to describe what I heard, Dylan Mortensen, right? I also used that to say I saw a fireman. So it goes a little deeper than me just lying about hearing a firework and firecracker, see? It goes a little deeper than that because now I'm onto a fireman, guys, see, in my story. So now I just got a little deeper here in my story, right? Now I saw a fireman, guys, based on a firework / firecracker or a fire that I never saw in the first place, guys. I never heard or saw a firework, firecracker, or fire in the first place, but yet I'm now jumping on to the fireman topic here. Do you see how sick she is? She is a very sick, deluded murderer. See, Yeah, that is pretty sick, guys. Not only did she lie about the firecracker, she used that lie to make up the scenario about seeing a fireman. Even though she admits about 2 seconds later that she never heard or saw the firecracker. Guys, do you see? It's ridiculous. This is, again, the worst fucking investigation I've ever fucking seen. Oh, Xana was wearing black earlier, but Mortensen says no, she wasn't. I think she was talking to the dog. Xana now is singing and talking to the dog, guys. Not Kaylee. Xana is singing and talking to the dog, right? Because another thing that Dylan likes to do in this case is she likes to confuse Xana and Kaylee together for no reason. For no reason. Oh, there's a reason. I'm telling you, there's a reason why she's doing this. I'm just saying, in this moment, she's confused about Kaylee and Xana and being one and the same fucking person, guys. Yeah. Pretty sick. She is a sick fucking puppy. She is very sick. Okay, so let me reiterate. Okay, you mentioned fireworks. Did you even hear fireworks? No, I didn't. But I just told you this weird story about hearing fireworks and seeing a fireman. But lo and behold, I didn't even hear any of that. Right, Dylan Mortensen? Right? You fucking prime. Mortensen, you need to be under the penitentiary. The Hobbit. It was the Hobbit who talked about the fireworks. Oops. Oops, Sybil. Right, Sybil. Right, Sybil? No, it was the Hobbit. She's the one that talked about the firework. But I don't believe I ever heard that. So I didn't know what that meant exactly. Yeah, neither do we. But you made an entire story up around it. You made up one gigantic lie about it, though. So much so that you went to the extent of talking about a fireman and a fire that never existed. Uh-huh. So, you never heard anything? No, I didn't. I made this entire thing up. Fucking hell. Moscow, you should burn in hell. Thompson, Payne, Dollinger, you all should burn in hell. You're pathetic. You're inbred. Fucking pathetic. You all should be under the jail. All of you. You're not police. You're not real homicide detectives. This is a joke. If I've ever seen a joke, this is a fucking joke. I have never seen a case where the prime suspect is telling you, I just made up my entire story, and you don't do anything with her. Have you ever encountered a case like this in your life? Have you ever seen a case like this where your prime suspect is telling you, I'm essentially blatantly lying to your fucking face, and you don't do anything at all to them? Not anything. Have you ever seen a case like this, guys? I haven't. Oh my God. And remember, Dylan Mortensen, remember guys, she said, I do not have any psychological problems. She said that, which makes it even scarier, doesn't it? Absolutely it does. And everything that I'm saying right now comes from her very own statements. I am not making up this, as you know. Welcome, Ellie Ryan. Yeah, it could be something as simple as this. Hey, Emily. I think I saw some guy in my house last night, and I think he took Murphy out. I think I saw some masked guy in my house last night, and I think I saw him carrying Murphy out the door with him. I'm really freaked out right now. Can you guys come over and check it out? Me and Bethany are in Bethany's room, and I'm so scared to leave. I don't know what's going on, but can you guys come and check it out for us? Sure. And lo and behold, yeah, could be something as simple as that, guys. And then when Hunter Johnson comes over and we catch him on the body cam saying, somebody throwing away an animal, well, guess where that came from? That came from Dylan Mortensen. Like everything else in this fucking case. Everything came from this. Everything comes from her. Every fucking piece of this story comes from Mortensen. And it's all a lie. Yeah. So I could see her manipulating Emily and saying, "Yeah, I think I saw somebody take Murphy out of the house, and I don't know. I hope they weren't throwing him away because he seemed like he may have been injured." And so, yes, Hunter Johnson rushes over for no reason. Emily Alon comes over. The gang comes over, right? But it would be as easy as that. In Dylan's world, in Dylan's mind, she could tell you a million things. Dylan can tell you a million different things going on. And you don't know her very well, first of all. And you're not going to know if she's lying to you or not. Because you really don't know her that well. Okay? She's only been in that house for a couple months, guys. So Mortensen could tell you whatever she wants to tell you to get you over there. And she will. She will tell you whatever she needs to tell you to get you over to that fucking house. And she did. And she did. Mortensen, here's another thing with Mortensen. Mortensen had to have somebody else discover the bodies. Okay? Mortensen had to have somebody else discover the bodies. Even though she knows exactly what happened, where the bodies are, they're all dead. She knows this. Okay? She knows what they look like. She has to have somebody else discover them. It cannot be her. No. That would look really bad, especially after not calling 911 for 8.5 fucking hours. Okay? So yes, somebody else has to come along here and discover the bodies, guys. Because if it's me, I'm the prime. If I'm the one, well, somebody's gonna say, well, how comes you didn't wait? And you saw Xana 3 times earlier at 4 o'clock in the morning, and you didn't call 911, and you're the person that discovered the bodies? That looks even worse. Yeah, that looks even worse. So yeah, anyway, the point is, yes, in this whole scheme of things, we have to have somebody else to come and to find the bodies. It cannot be Mortensen. It cannot be me. And the Hobbit, I think it would be bad if the Hobbit discovered the bodies, because the Hobbit may start thinking, Christ, Dylan, what's going on here? If I'm trying to play dumb with the Hobbit, I don't want the Hobbit discovering the bodies either. That's a little shaky, because the Hobbit is always tricky. The Hobbit is always fucking tricky. Welcome, Sky Blue Eyes. Sky blue eyes. Love that. Nice blue eyes. Quick break, love. Quick break. You know that you love quick breaks. You love them. Fuck. Slobodan Milosevic, MD, coming at you soon. Don't change the dial, guys. Slobodan's coming. All right. That's right, Ellie Ryan. You remember Slobodan Milosevic, don't you? Not many people do. But I adopt that is my name now, guys. I'm Slobodan MD Milosevic, guys. Hey, if Dylan Mortensen can be whoever she wants to be, I can be Slobodan Milosevic, guys. All right. Thank you, MD. Yes, you can. Well, you're in a spirit realm, so you can be whatever you want to be up there, I guess. Yeah, I am, actually. All right, thanks, Master. So you really know how to illuminate things, don't you? Oh my God. Maybe you saw a firework. I don't know. No, you probably didn't. Oh my God, this is absolutely appalling. this is absolutely appalling, guys. I'm sorry. Quick break. Well, we know, but I'm just saying. We got to say, and say it again and again. This is appalling. It's appalling, and we need to say it over and over again. Yeah, it's appalling. Again, Moscow, if you're listening, Dollinger, you fucking cock. This is appalling. You're not a real detective. You're not even a real cop. You're a mall. You're a mall rat. You should be at the Moscow Mall, if they have a mall. You should be there. Standing outside the fucking Spencer's gift shop. Making sure nobody steals any golf t-shirts. Okay, Dollinger? That's where you should fucking be. You cocksuckers out there. You fucking inbreds. This is the worst investigation I've ever heard in my life of a prime suspect. It's horrible. I tell you what, if this was 1867, you all should have been drawn and fucking quartered for your fucking incompetence. But this is not 1867, so yeah, horrible. Look, yeah. Post outside of Spencer's gift shop, you fucking cocksucker. Somewhere in fucking Siberia, if they have one up there. Yeah. I hope Moscow's listening. Because here's what should have happened. I'm going to tell you, here's what should have happened here. All right? You listening? We're the greatest. Here's what should have happened. Dylan Mortensen should have fallen asleep in her bedroom. She should have passed out in her room herself. That's what should have happened in this story. Okay? The minute I open my door, I close it, I'm a little freaked out, I'm standing there, I'm not sure what to make of things, right? I should have fallen asleep in my bedroom. But no, that's not what happens. Everything escalates for no reason. See? If this was a real story, okay, it should have gone like that. I passed out in my bedroom. I woke up. It was around 11:30 the next day. You know, I was still a little hungover. You know, and then I talked to. Somehow I got in contact with Bethany, and Bethany's sort of freaked out. She can't get a hold of the roommate, so I started calling them. I can't get a hold of them. That's how that should have played out, guys. But that's not what happened here, and that's not the story. That's what should have been the story, okay? Because that makes a little more sense here. Yeah, but that's not what happened. It escalates from there for no reason. And that's what gives it away. That's what gives this whole jig away, baby. There is no reason to be running down to the Hobbit's room, locking ourselves in the Hobbit's room for 8 hours, when there's nothing happening. And that's what gives this whole thing away. Now, if Mortensen and Bethany came up with a better story, like, yeah, Dylan fell asleep in her bedroom, she passed out because she was so drunk, right? You maybe be able to buy that. But no. We had to escalate the story. We had to stretch the story so far that, first of all, the story didn't make any sense to begin with. But now we have to stretch it to the point of, this is even more ludicrous. Seriously. If you want to know what the story should have been, it should have been Dylan Mortensen passing out in her very own bedroom and waking up the next morning at 11:30-ish a.m. That's what we should have heard if this was a real story. But that's not what happened, according to the Prime and according to the Hobbit. No. We had to make it so elaborate. We had to make it so grandiose and so elaborate in our minds that this is the story that I came up with. I couldn't just leave it alone, right, at falling asleep in my bedroom. No. I couldn't do that. I had to make it even more grandiose and more unbelievable. And that's exactly what these two did. Yeah. Thank you, Moscow Police, for playing. I hope you come again, you cocksuckers. And I hope to God you never have a police department in your future. Yeah, I hope to God that one day your police department is dismantled. Just like we dismantled you tonight. Look, it's very simple. I don't know. I saw what I thought was a figure. I don't know if they were all in black or not. They could have been. I only saw it for like 3 seconds. I closed my door. I stood there. I was like, I'm not sure. What is this? I'm not sure. And I just stood there for a while, and then I got really tired, and then I passed out and went to bed. That's what should have been the story. But no. Remember, but I'm telling you, that's what we should have heard. That would have been a little bit more believable now, wouldn't it, guys? Because that's what Mortensen is trying to say here. Oh, but we forgot about all the other bullshit that we just threw on top of it. And our actions and behaviors do not make any sense. Now, see, once you hit a certain point, your actions, behaviors, they don't make any sense. And Mortensen hit that point, and she couldn't figure out how to make it sound reasonable. Yeah. Yep. So she became even more grandiose in her descriptions of things. It just got more and more grandiose. Yeah. That's what's called lying. Guys, we call that lying. Just saying, we still call that lying, right? I think so. Hey, Moscow, guess what? We still call that lying. Yeah. Or fabricating. Like our entire story. Yeah. Just saying, Moscow. Hey, Dollinger, you fucking inbred puppet. That's what we call lying. Did you not know that? Aren't you a fucking you're a policeman, right? Hey, these people are policemen, right, guys? They don't know people are lying to them? Oh my God. This is the worst story I ever heard in my life. I guess in Idaho, hey, you're going to the axe throwing contest, you're getting all drunk and fucked up. I guess this is completely what Moscow inbreds consider as completely normal. Yeah. Oh my God. But you got to throw in that axe throwing contest. You cannot forget the axe throwing contest, guys. Can't forget that. Oh my God. Yeah, this is where we get the high knees. Yeah, I guess when I saw the person, right, this is where we get the 2 snares in my head, which people think that's a typo. I don't think that's a typo. I think she does say 2 snares because hey guys, she has more than 2 snares in her head. She has about, 12 snares in her head at this point. Yeah, Sybil. She has more than 2, believe me. There was somebody running with high knees and then somebody walking towards the sliding door. So, right, there's two people here. Two perpetrators here, somebody with high knees and somebody who's heading towards the sliding door. If you believe any of this, okay. And I've asked my therapist, like, what do you think that could be? And it could have been like they're both the same thing happening at the same time. He maybe started running and then walking. Okay, yeah, that was the therapist's suggestion, guys. Gee, Victoria Gooch, is that your therapist? Or it's probably Victoria Gooch's therapist. Because in Victoria Gooch's mind, this is totally acceptable. Victoria Gooch. Okay. Right? Gooch. Now remember, Gooch is not a psychiatrist, guys. Anyway, so I don't think his body was ever like at one point. Oh my God. Like at one point, he might have had his body facing towards me, but I feel like it's more straight across it going out that way somewhere. But I couldn't say for sure. There we go, guys. Here's that qualifier again. Or it's really weird. I can't. I can't fully remember. Oh, she threw two qualifiers in her, guys. I couldn't say for sure. I can't fully remember. I'm surprised she didn't follow that up with, I know, it's really weird, isn't it? I'm surprised she didn't throw that one in there, too. Okay, but, right? Okay, but you do remember seeing their face at some point, right? Well, I wouldn't say I fully remember their face. No, of course not. But I remember seeing his eyebrow. So at some point, I probably did see his face, and I don't remember it. But I remember the eyebrows, but I don't remember any of this. Remember, I don't remember any of this, but I remember the eyebrows. Okay, last question before we put you in the penitentiary. When you were trying to fall asleep that night, and you mentioned you would have a show playing, do you remember what you were watching, Mortensen? Well, it was the Vampire Diaries again, guys. She was still watching the Vampire Diaries. In her room. In her room. She was still watching the Vampire Diaries in her room now. Not in the living room. Now, we're still watching the Vampire Diaries in my room. Right? I don't know how that works. I don't even know if does Dylan have a TV in her room? I guess she's watching it on her phone. That was the show that would help me fall asleep for the past few weeks. And I had just been watching that. So I'm going to go with that. Right? Essentially. So I'm going to just say that because I don't know what else to say here and make something up. So I'm going to figure I don't 100%. I'm not oh my God. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to figure it's still that show. Just like that firework that I saw, right, guys? Hey, guys, just like that firework that I saw, right? But wait a minute. It wasn't me who saw that firework. It was Hobbit who saw the firework. But here I am, sitting in my room, watching the Vampire Diaries again. So I'm just going to go with that. Okay. Because I guess I was watching it earlier in the living room. So I'm just going to go with I was still watching the Vampire Diaries in my room. In my room. When all the murders were going on. Right. Sure. Oh my God, guys. Help me. Okay. I don't believe we have any further questions. Dylan, thank God. Can I go now? You're not going to arrest me. No, you're free to go, Dylan. Moscow thanks you for your service. Thank you for being an inbred Mormon just like the rest of us. I'm going to remind you These are secret proceedings. Secret. So, that means, Dylan, don't talk about this with anybody. Can you do that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Of this with anyone other than your attorneys from our office or your own attorney, okay? Sure. I will do exactly as you tell me. Thank you, Dylan Prime Mortensen, our Prime Mormon. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you. I'm going to go to the bar now and grab a blue Hawaiian. Thank you. Hey, if you need me, you know where to look for me, all right? Oh, here's Evil Santa Claus. Juror number 6. Oh, then we excuse them. Okay, we're excusing all the jurors here. We're taking a break. Hey, can we grab our phones? Yeah, sure. Ashley, yeah, go ahead, grab your phones. Why not? Okay. Okay. Lunch isn't here yet, right? Anything else happening good here? Oh, we got the Hobbit. Oh, I forgot about the Hobbit. I forgot about the Hobbit. So the Hobbit's testifying from Reno, Nevada. She's not present in Moscow. Hi, Hobbit. Listen. Hi, Hobbit. Can you hear me all right? Did you want me to unmute our Zoom on Zoom? Clerk, no. I just unmuted the TV out here, so that should be sufficient. All right. Oh, great. Oh, sorry. That's my wife. Hobbit, can you hear me? I can hear you, Frodo. Hobbit, I can hear you, Frodo. All right. I love you. It's Nancy Guthrie reporting live from the Shire. You forgot about Nancy. This is Nancy Guthrie reporting live. Hobbit, can you hear me? Can you hear me loud and clear, Hobbit? All right. Yes. I can hear you. Oh my God. Local fire department. Maybe satire. I know. Fire department. What is going on with that fire department out there? I don't know. That's a good question. What is going on with that fire department in 2022 in November? I don't know. Interesting. Like a fireman. Can you believe her? Can you believe anything? Remember, I didn't see a firework. I didn't see a firecracker. However, I heard a firework and I heard a firecracker, and that's what made me think about a fire. And because of me thinking about a fire, that's what made me think about a fireman. See that progression? But then 2 seconds later, I just tell you, I never heard a firecracker and I never heard a firework. Yeah. So the moral of the story is Dylan Mortensen should have been under the penitentiary at this point. Yeah. That's the moral of the story. Yeah. Firework, firecracker, vacuum cleaner, triangle, cylinders, cylindrical. Well, she can't say cylindrical. Tofu, mayonnaise sandwiches, tuna fish sandwiches, fucking celery with peanut butter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She lies. Her whole story is one entire fabrication. So it could be ribeye steaks with garlic. It could be corn on the cob. Well, it's probably corn on the cob. I would say that. Chili. Who knows? Whatever come to Dylan Mortensen's mind, she's going to tell you. Okay. And in her mind, she's going to try to make sense of it with a quadruple murder. Yeah. Right, Moscow police. Again, inbreds. You should not have a police department at all. Oh my God, it's horrible. Horrendous. Horrendous. Remember, you can try to rationalize, but you're going to lose. The minute you start trying to rationalize Dylan Mortensen, you're going to lose because she already told you she is pretty much guilty of this crime. She didn't say it directly, but she told you she pretty much knows who did this. She wasn't scared. The killer never approached her and never tried to harm her, even though she was face to face with them. The rest of the stuff she made up. She knows exactly who the perpetrators were in this crime. She knows what they did to she knows exactly what they did to the roommates. She went to the Hobbit's room to buy time for 8 hours until she could get to the next day and play it off to the Hobbit like she doesn't know what's going on here. That's exactly what Mortensen did. And somewhere in between this time frame, you have to account for Murphy the dog as well. Somebody was in charge of Murphy as well during this time frame, okay? So you have to keep that in mind. Somebody was handling the dog. Yep. And again, it wasn't Brian Koberger. Brian Koberger is not handling the dog. No. So. Now this is Chris McDonough. Hey, this is Chris McDonough. Now, I worked a case like 42 years ago when a suspect brought in a big, gigantic ribeye steak. He just had a big, gigantic ribeye steak in his pocket, and he somehow magically knew that there was a dog going to be in the house, and so he pulled out this big-ass ribeye, 24-ounce fucking bone-in ribeye steak. Oh, you're making me hungry now, baby. Anyway, he pulled out his 24-ounce bone-in ribeye fucking steak from his back pocket, okay? He saw the dog. He threw the steak, like outside the door. He threw the steak, and so the dog chased the steak outside like a Tom and Jerry fucking cartoon. The dog Murphy chased the steak outside, and that's how we distracted Murphy, and then we killed all these people. Right? I'm waiting to hear that from Chris McDonough and all these other fucking morons. Yeah, I can't wait to hear that one. Well, he obviously must have had a steak in his pocket, or you just happen to see me. All right. Hey, baby, is that a ribeye steak in your? Hey, no, it goes like this. Hey, baby, is that a bone-in ribeye steak in your pocket, or you just happen to see me? All right, baby, I love you, baby. Oh my god. Oh, baby. Hey, it ain't midnight yet, but we having fun. Yeah, it's not. I think I've been to Reno once. It wasn't bad from what I remember. I mean, I didn't get murdered, so that was good. Oh my God. Anyway, Mrs. John, you thought you would. Speaking of bone-in ribeye steaks. You're making me hungry there, Ashley Brogdon. Hey, Ashley, you started all this fucking food talk, so now I'm going to finish it. Anyway, bone-in, 24-ounce, bone-in ribeye steak, or are you just happy to see me? Okay, baby. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Mrs. John. Oh, my.
You look so cute.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, no. No. Oh my! Now we're Asian. Oh, what is going on here? Oh my God! Do not give him a knife. Oh my God, Mrs. John.
Okay.
Prime rib, baby. Rib for your pleasure, baby. Hey, baby, it's rib for your pleasure. All right. Oh my God, Mrs. John, you're dirty. Everybody's dirty.
One of these, please.
Okay, that's good. Let him.
What? The chef's eating.
Crab rangoon, baby. Crab rangoon. That good? Oh my God, Mrs. John. He's trying to pretend like he's a fucking samurai. Get the fuck out of here, Mrs. John.
Oh, no, you know that
Oh my Lord. Oh no. The next generation. Fuck all. Fuck off. Fuck all. Fuck all, fuck off, fuck all. Oh my God, that was the next generation, Mrs. John. This war is never gonna end. Oh my God, Mrs. Oh my God. Ashley with blue cheese, Ashley. Oh my, but blue cheese crumble. Ashley, why? Oh, hibachi. Oh my God. Guys, you know I can't eat up here. Why you do it? You're tormenting me. Oh my God. Oh my God, Macy. All right, I love you. Well, what is The Hobbit? We got to finish The Hobbit here. What'd she say? I was a sophomore. All right, I was a sophomore. Okay, so Bethany, I'm going to share my... Oh, and that's where it ends, my friends. Just as we're starting to interview The Hobbit, that's where this document cuts off. So, yep. 145. That's where it cuts off. Oh, the Hobbit's major was also physical therapy. Would you look at that? Interesting. And how far were you in your schooling? Well, I was a sophomore, just like the Prime. Okay, Hobbit, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to cut it off because we can't see anymore after this. Yep, there you are. Just when it's getting good with the Hobbit, we're going to get into the Hobbit story, and then they cut that shit right on off, don't they? Yes, they do. Anyway, that concludes that. Oh, but wait a minute, guys. Don't forget this. Don't forget, hey, you want to know where my... Hey, guys, you want to know where my plotting started? I'll show you where it started from. I'll show you where it started, guys. Yeah, I'll tell you right here. This is where it started.
You fucking asshole! You fucking liar! You fucking manipulator!
Don't wear that outfit again.
You fucking asshole! You fucking liar!
Yeah. Somewhere around Halloween. There you go. Quick break, and then we move on. We sail into the sunset. Well, just a night. Yeah, I should do that. That'd be very cruel, actually. That'd be very cruel on my part. But maybe I should. You fucking liar. You fucking liar. Thing 42 in action. That's right. Thing 42. How dare you humiliate me? I got to skip a week because it's Parents' Weekend and I cannot murder my friends or participate in that on the 7th because I got the parents coming in and I got to figure that shit out. So I got to wait. I gotta wait. I can't be a participant in my murders roommates. Murders of my roommates here. Not on Parents' Weekend. Okay. However, I will try to use that as an excuse, though, while we might not find DNA in the house. See, because we cleaned up. Remember, we cleaned up for Parents' Weekend. Remember, even Mortensen tries to use that. Well, you may not find too much because we cleaned that weekend for Parents' Weekend, guys. Remember, she even tries to use that as an excuse. Remember that. So, yep, here you are. Once again, the prime that we nail. We are the greatest. And most likely what you're going to see after this is more copycats and more people talking about the same things that you and I have been talking about for over a year now. You're going to see them presented to you as brand new ideas. Guys, you are the greatest. We are the greatest. We've been talking about this forever, my loves. You know it. I know it. Greatest psychic, greatest god. That's the way it is. Yep. Anyway, I was going to end like this, but the person's not here. But if I play it, I'm thinking, will they get mad? Because they're not here? But fuck it. I'm going to play this, and this is, hey, we're going to go out like this. I love yous. I'm glad you're all here. Hey, we're going to pick this up probably tomorrow or Saturday at the very latest. Right? All right, good. Good. So I think we should all go have a nice steak. Right, Ashley? Ashley, steaks are on you. Right? With the garlic, the roasted garlic, asparagus, please. Asparagus. Okay. Roast. I like it a little charred. All right. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. We're going to go out like this, guys. Remember, where is she? Slipknot. Well, here it is. That's right, baby. All right. All right, guys. Slipknot. Oh, Lord. All right. We should go. All right, guys. I love you. Now, if I could just figure out how to work this thing, that'd be good. What the hell? Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. Oh, no, it's just a joke, Master Nature. It was just a joke. Oh, my God, don't hate me.